This video is sponsored by Serious Readers, the lighting company. Are you tired of inferior lighting when painting your models? That yellow tone and heat from light bulbs is not good, not to mention the strain that bad lighting can put on your eyes. Surely it is time to get serious about your miniature painting lighting setup. Serious Readers Lights is back with an offer this spring for their high quality range of lights built here in the UK. The high definition light that I use comes with a very useful adjustable beam and dimmer, and features industry-leading purple LED daylight wavelength technology that deploys specialist phosphors to replicate the daylight spectrum as closely as technically possible, lighting up models such as this Eldar avatar perfectly. Additionally, the lights also operate with low energy consumption and very low heat from the bulbs, so you won't have to worry about hot bulbs prematurely drying wet paint as you work on your projects. With features such as these, you really can take your hobby lighting setup to the next level. Serious Readers lights are a solid build, made to last, and so each light comes with a 5-year warranty, including the bulb. Use the link in the video description below, and when making your purchase, enter the code SR302 to save £100 on a high definition light. This offer code also provides free international shipping. This spring, take your hobby lighting seriously and invest in a light from Serious Readers, the lighting company. Happy painting and enjoy the video. Alright, so welcome to this 2000 points Challenger Scorpion battle. It's Tyranids versus Dark Angels here. So, not very often we see this combination. Chance for the Swarmlord to take on some Dark Angels characters in this battle. Field Marshal returns with his Dark Angels army adjusted and some new models being added in, as we shall see. So, before I run through the Tyranid list, I just mentioned the patrons at gold level. We'll shout out their names at some point during the game as we call upon their patronic dice. At the end of the battle, I'll call out the silver level Patreons, and you can check out the end credits for all the Patreons, including those supporting at bronze. And the proceeds go to help support the channel and also SSWG Wargames Club, where we are playing this game at the moment, and Phil Marshall's a member here at the club as well. So if you want to support us on Patreon, link for that in the video description below. I'm running the Tyranids as Hive Fleet of Behemoth here, as the main feature for them is reroll charges for these built in, and they know Unstoppable Onslaught Psychic Power as well is available for the Psychers. HQ choices, a Tervigon being taken across here, taking the Crushing Claw option on her, as Unstoppable Onslaught for all the Psychers, and then her Psychic Power is Neuroparasite. Then taking the Swarmlord, the Decapitator. We'll see how many heads he can lop off in this game or not, we shall see. Psychic Scream and Onslaught, the two psychic powers being taken for him. And then the Warlord, the third HQ choice, is a Neurophrope across here. Warlord trait is direct guidance. A core unit within 6 inches, I think, gets +1 to the hit rolls. And then the Resonance Barb being taken for that as well. It's +1 to psychic tests. It knows an extra psychic power as well. Catalyst, Neuroparasite, and then Onslaught as the extra psychic power being taken for that. Then troops. This is Arc Zone here. I didn't have to go for the 3 troops anymore, so I took the 3 units and merged them into 2 units of 20. Then really the main feature of this list is the monsters. So into heavy support, running 5 Carnifexes here, a brood of 3 Screamer Killers, all with adrenal glands, and then a brood of 2 Carnifexes with enhanced senses, heavy venom cannons, and then a pair of crushing claws for each of those as well. And then finally artillery support here. It's an Exocrine, and then a Tyrannifex with rupture cannon. So heavy hitters here for the Tyranids, led by an insane and anger-filled Swarmlord. We'll see how well he gets on in this battle. So Phoenix Lord has been allocated. That's top level support and YouTube channel membership. They get allocated to units all of our battle reports. So about half of them are across here with the Tyranids. So Imperial players are over there with Phil and the Dark Angels. And then sort of the Xenosy Chaos players are over here. Mostly, it generally works out. We match them up as best as we can. Daniel Cunningham is anti-Imperial, so we put him onto Big Mama here, the Tervigon for this game. Nate Miller onto the Tyrannifex, Gutby onto the Exocrine. The 3 Screamer Killers here, Lucas Brown, Chris Comiskey, and then Ben Shaw. Vagabond onto the Swarmlord, and then the 2 Carnifexes across here, Andrea Stur and Amy Elmo. So, all the Phoenix Lords are on monsters today. Here on my side for this game. We'll take a look now and see what the Dark Angels have in their list. I think they brought a Primarch. Alright, so 2,000 points of Dark Angels here. Field Marshal returns. He's been busy painting up some models, especially this one here. It's Lionel Johnson. Has arrived on the channel and Phil's painted him up, so I think we'll take a little look at him immediately. So there's Phil's work here. Well done getting him painted up. It's a nice job. But as of yet, untested in battle, at least on the channel here. We'll see how well he gets on and whether he crosses paths with the Decapitator in this game. The Swarmlord is after his head. I'll hold him up here on the battlefield so you can see. Nice work. There's other units that Phil's working on as well. But I think Lionel Johnson will be the main feature. We'll let Phil run through his list.
Okay, this is my 2,000 points of Dark Angels. Heavily led by the Lion, who's been heavily painted for the last about 2 weeks. So finally got him finished. Not sure how good he is, but it had to be done. So let's take him into battle. He's bringing a Deathwing Ravenwing combination with, on the Deathwing side, we've got a 10-man squad of Terminators. And they're all whizzy big there. We've got a Thunderhammer Storm Shield. We've got a Typhoon Missile Launcher. We've got an Assault Cannon. Because in Deathwing you can have these, you can have that as well. This is all legal. And the Sergeant's got Power Sword. And they have a Watcher in the Dark, which helps them deny a psychic test. He has 2 Watchers. He can deny two psychic tests. We've got a Blade Guard Veteran Squad here. A squad of 3. The reason they're in the list is because the box set comes with them. So I think you need more than 3, but 3, that's what we've got. Let's give them a try. We've got a Deathwing Champion here. Wanted to have something a bit more powerful. He's got a relic. A relic is called the Eye of the Unseen.
I don't think you've run him before, not on the channel.
No, he's new for the channel.
Oh, okay.
We've got Deathwing Apothecary next to him for the Feel No Pain and Combat Restoratives. Then we have Ezekiel, the Librarian. Still no rear backpack and banner. Gone missing somewhere. Still hasn't found it, unfortunately.
Lost in the warp.
Lost in the warp. Behind him is a squad of 5 Deathwing Terminators. Again, 1 heavy weapon, 1 cyclone missile launcher.
What is that on his back?
That's not an official cyclone. That should look like that,
Yes.
but I didn't have it.
So what is that then?
That's a
third party
metal one.
Right,
Yeah.
interesting.
Bought it many years ago. A lot of these models are very old.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. So this is what he should look like.
Yes.
And then at the back, my favourite squad.
Yeah, the Deathwing Knights.
Deathwing Knights.
Yeah, they're very nice. Okay.
Let's see if they do manage to make their charge this week. It's not looking good. Then we have a chaplain on bike, Primarch chaplain on bike. That's a new model, quickly painted as well, but got him on the table because the mobility of the interrogator chaplain in Terminator armour is not enough. He tends to get lost. So we've got Ravenwing Talonmaster. He's the lieutenant. This one here. Next to him is the Landspeeder Tornado, which has the heavy bolter and assault cannon.
Okay.
Then we've got a squad of 3 Outriders, just basic standard Outriders, no plasma or anything, just basic. And then my squad of bikes with attack bike. WYSIWYG, we've got 1 plasma gun, and 1 melter gun in there. Sergeant's got chainsword.
And that's a squad of 6?
Yeah, that's a squad with the attack bike attached.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got that. So let's see how it goes.
It's a lot of Terminators. Fascinating to see how all these get on. This is reminding me of the Space Hulk computer game. It's
yeah, the original Space Hulk was Deathwing, wasn't it? Before the box set. Yeah.
Taking on the Tyranids. This is highly appropriate here, and obviously the Primarch. We'll see how well he gets on. I think you need to try and keep him alive. He should be tough enough, but we'll see. Tyranids, a lot of monsters here on the board here. But congratulations to Phil as he continues to expand his collection. So we will take a look at scenario and deployment in just a moment. I'll call out the Phoenix Lords here, mostly Imperial players, loyal to the Emperor here. So Michael Fry is a diehard Space Marine player, so we put him onto Lionel L. Johnson here for this game. Peter Grant onto the large squad of Deathwing Terminators. JP onto the Blade Guard Veterans. Ed Farrow onto the Champion. Mephisto onto Ezekiel. Dylan Moore, all Tark levels, so it's a squad leader, so put him onto the Sergeant there for the Terminators, the Knights. Midnight Miniatures onto the Talonmaster, Longbow BB, onto the regular Land Speeder. Then Paint Lickers Paint Pot onto the Outriders, and then PP Wargaming onto the regular biker squad with the attack bike. Oh, and don't forget Ray Cross onto the Chaplain here for this game. That's the list here for the Dark Angels. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next for this Challenger Scorpion battle. Alright, so we have a scenario randomly determined from the Arcs of Omen book, Grand Tournament, Strike Force size. It is the Scouring, so it's this mission here. So fighting from end to end. Tyranids electing to go at this side of the board. Their deployment zone marked by the Xenos dice, the orange dice across there. And the edge of our deployment zone is just marked by this electric fence, just keeping them penned in. And then across to the red dice marking the deployment zone for the Dark Angels. All the objectives in this game are in no man's land. There's 5 of them. 1 dead centre, just next to the Chaos Gate. And then there's 2 next to the Tyranid deployment zone. And then 2, 1 there and then 1 there for the Dark Angels. Quite straightforward for this mission. If you control 1 or more objective markers, turn 2 onwards in the command phase, you get 4 points. 2 or more, you get another 4 points. If you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. And then basically in this game, for the extra part of the primary mission, you're trying to scan objectives. So we're going to play it, I think it's the correct way. You can do a maximum of 1 per turn. So you have to move on to the objective at the end of your movement phase, start the scan, and then it's completed at the end of your turn. There needs to be no enemy units nearby, so you need to clear it, move on to it, start the action. It's completed at the end of your turn. Each one that you do is worth 3 victory points. So if you scan all 5 during the game, then it is worth 15 victory points in total. That's the mission. It's a fight for the middle ground here. We'll pick 3 secondaries each next. Alright, so secondaries have been chosen quite quickly actually. Bring it down. The natural choice Phil's gone for against the Tyranids. He's going to be trying to kill those monsters anyway. I reckon he can max out on that secondary. Stubborn Defiance been taken, which is the controlled objective marker, and then just retaining it for as long as possible during the game. Just holding out on objective points can come through for that. Both of us have then gone for behind enemy lines, so the field trying to get into here, and then Tyranids trying to get into this deployment zone. Tyranids have got some faster monsters, such as the Screamer Killers, will be heading towards Phil's deployment zone anyway, and then Phil's got Bikers, Terminators, so they can make progress up the border, deep striking. So quite a tasty option. It's a good reward for doing that one as well. Tyranids have then gone for no prisoners, so killing the Bikers and Terminators, are heavy on wounds, so that tally can go up if we're able to destroy them. And then we've also gone for Assassinate as well, so we are going to put a bounty on the head of all the characters, including the Primarch himself. Who's your Warlord, actually?
Yeah, Primarch.
It is going to be, right, so 4 points on Lion L. Johnson's head for this battle. Quite appropriate, I think. So for terrain, we're playing some clusters of obscuring. These large rocky outcrops as obscuring. We'll play the Chaos Gate as obscuring, so any shots going through will disappear into the weird warp. We'll play that as obscuring as well. And then with these archways, we've blocked them off with terrain accessories to make those small outcrops there of obscuring terrain. Same for that piece across there, so there's a good spread of it across the board. And then there's some other terrain. I'll play this as like Militarum armoured containers, so exposed on top, but infantry can like shelter behind either side, whatever way the shots are coming. We'll play these as craters, one there and one over there. These burnt out Imperial Fist vehicles, and then that's pretty much it. It's a couple of barricades and tank traps dotted around the board, and that is the terrain. So terrain sorted, armies raring to go, missions ready. We'll start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, I just mentioned the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game. So battle mat is by gamemat.eu. 6x4 in size. We've just marked the perimeter of this one with an electric fence running across there. You can get this one in the 60x44 for your regular games of 9th edition 40k. Also using this in combination with one of their pre-painted terrain sets. It's the Lava Rock set, which is these large rocky outcrops across here, and there's some smaller ones dotted around the board. So gamemat.eu do plenty of battle mats now, a variety of sizes and designs, and then they have these pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. Link in the video description below. There's also a discount code for you to use. Alright, so deployment's done for the Tyranids. I'll call these out now. I've finished, so feels free to place the last of his models on the board. Tyranids usually kind of cluster together to get buffs and bonuses, but we've gone for a spread here across the board. So on this left-hand side will be the Gaunts, 2 squads of 20, and the Tervagon with them, just to get ready to flood across in this direction. It's the linchpin, the hinge of the synaptic link across here is the Neurophropes. He's in between these, so just sheltering behind there. Swarmlord, Boulder's Brass, as per usual, deploying right in the centre of the board. No doubt letting out some blood-curdling battle cries across the board. And then around the other side of the table, terrain effects here, looking for fields of fire. We've stacked up all 5 Carnifexes on the right-hand side, getting ready to swing around in this direction. So 2 shooty ones across here, and then the Screamer Killers. They'll all break off individual units, so have to deploy together as a brood. So 1, 2, 3 of those. And the X-Crunch for a bit of firepower support available as well. So that's the deployment done for the Tyranids. They have no units in reserve. Everything they have is on the board. Most of it deploying right up to the very edge of their deployment zone. And just as I've called that out, it looks like Phil's finished his deployment here. So Terminators in reserve, just roll those over just to represent them coming in from reserve, deep striking in. But Phil's saying there's objectives that need to be taken and held early on. He wants the Terminators to do it, so they're going to start on the board. So the smaller squad across here, Ezekiel's with them, and the Champion. So we've got a cluster group here to go on to this one, by the looks of it. We'll cover the others across the other side. And then Deathwing across here, Chaplain, the 2 Land Speeders, it's Talonmaster here, and then the Outriders sheltering. So there's a cluster of these, we can get ready to swing around. And then across the other side, the larger squad of Bikers with the attack bike here at the back. The big blob of 10 Terminators, Lionel Johnson just next to them, sheltering behind this obscuring terrain. And the Blade Guard veterans have joined them as well. So it's looking quite straightforward. So you've got cluster number 1, cluster number 2, each has an objective to head towards, and then Ravenwing to counter-attack and push through. And then we've got a deep striking back pocket unit to deploy turn 2 onwards at some point on the board. Very useful resource to have. If they make their charge, you did pass comment they didn't charge in the previous game, and they were set upon by, was it the Necrons game? They didn't charge. I'm trying to remember now what happened.
Who was it?
But something happened to them.
Something happened to
Something bad. If Phil felt that he had to mention it, they must have met a grisly fate somehow on the battlefield.
They normally lose a couple of models, but they can still.
They pack a mean punch. I do.
Three
Yeah.
of them took out Lehman Russ once.
Yeah. No, they're nasty enough. They strike very well, don't they? Because they don't.
Yeah. They strike. They hit on 2s.
That's right.
Even though they're Thunderhammers, they hit on 2.
Yeah, very good. Okay, we'll go on to the first turn of the game. It's a very interesting combination, this one. Even just these two colliding and the terrain, and then the Primarch thrown in for extra flavour, as the Tyranids might say. So we'll go on to the first turn of the game. Where's Xenos filth that must be purged? So we'll roll first here. 2. It's very beatable. Whether you want to go first or not. Oh, it's a 2. Uh-huh. Do you want to go first? I don't know whether you'd want. I don't know. Yeah. We'll roll anyway.
3.
5. It will be the Tyranids go first here. We do have some long range firepower. That's good. We can make our manoeuvres across the board. So Tyranids raring to go and happy to go first. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. It will be the Tyranids to make the first move. All right, so on to turn 1. Getting ready to move here in the command phase for the Tyranids. A couple of bits to point out. First thing is Lionel Johnson here. So, what we've decided to do is he comes with multiple heads. We've done this before for different games. So, helmet on at this stage. If he's wounded in battle, the helmet will be knocked off and the bare head will be seen. And then, if he's slain, I will keep the head, right? And add it to my collection here if the Swarmlord's able to do it. So that's the idea. That's the danger when you magnetise heads here. If we play games with the Swarmlord, he likes to collect them if he's able to kill him. So the other thing to point out is Phil's been working on something else. This is the first time ever on the channel we've seen these, the Leagues of Votann. So Phil's working on a list. Well,
that's done.
Over 2,000. Right.
Yeah,
okay, well, it's done. So hopefully we'll keep a lookout for these. But they've played over on James's channel.
Yeah.
Yes. Should be out soon. By the time you see this video, it could well be out. So you can keep a lookout for that. But we're hoping and looking forward to debuting Leagues of Votann on the channel. Phil says they're pretty good and they've been good fun to collect as well. So look forward to seeing those. They look very good on this terrain actually with their red armour. And I'm sure they quite happily take on the Tyranids as well. But they'll have to wait here. Dark Angel's dispatched at this stage to try and prevent and stop the Tyranid horde. But Tyranids are going to go first. We'll move on to their command phase and movement. So I mentioned as well, Phil's a channel member. I'm going to create a thread for him over on Discord. So you can, if you're a channel member as well, you can join us on the Discord. Phil's going to post up painting progress and so on. You can get in touch with him through the Discord as well. There's other Challenger Scorpion players there as well on the Discord community. You can access that, whatever level you're at on channel membership. Everyone is able to gain access to the Discord community. It's a link for membership in the video description below. All right, so movement done for the Tyranids. They just come at you, didn't they? That's just the way they are. They've gone straight up the board here, going for the direct option, especially across that side. Over here, we've retained the pregnancy here. There's 10 gaunts that can turn up, but we've not used that. We haven't used the +2 move. We've just made an advanced move here, regular move here, advanced move here with these, just pushing through in this direction. Haven't scanned this objective. We've scanned across the other side whilst the opportunity is there. Neurophropes advanced, went 11 in total, going around to there. Advanced with the Swarmlord, and he's made it onto the central objective, claiming that. And then across the other side of the board, we have a fast swarm move across here. So we advance order 6 with the lead Carnifex. It's Ben Shaw on this one. It's gone 17 inches up the board and has a 9-inch charge available. The High Fleet Bam off, so it's re-rollable. So there is a chance we might get an early charge off here. Perhaps Tyrannifexes move round, Exocrines move round, so the Carnifex is going, the Screamer Killer's pushing ahead, but they've got decent firepower support with them. And then these two are pushed into the terrain, tapping into it, so they can then see through and offer some firepower support as well. And that's the idea of this Tyranid monster list. Yes, they've got monsters that go in, but they're supportive of firepower as well. So that's movement done. No buffs and bonuses dished out here, either out of range or retaining any buffs going on. Just the Warp Siphon rule, I think, so we're rolling 3d6, picking the best 2 for psychic powers on the Neurophrope. Okay, brace for impact. No, psychic phase first, actually, for the Tyranids. So first psychic power, Onslaught, it's going to come from here. It's going to add Synaptic Link range to him, and then the range of 12 to reach over to that Carnifex to try and get it to charge here. Warp charge value of 6, if manifests, select on friendly unit within Synaptic Link range of the Psyche, yeah. So it manifests here, it's passed on to him, and then up the line over onto the Carnifex. So we're out of denial range, so 3d6 picking the best 2. So we'll take the 10, +1, make it 11, so that power's gone off. So Onslaught onto the lead Carnifex, the Screamer Killer. Next, I'm going to try and put Catalyst on here to try and protect the Swarmlord, is usually picked on. So we'll pick the 2 and the 4 and +1, 6, 7. So that goes off. So 5+ feel no pain now on the Swarmlord. Psychic Scream. It's going to go against those Terminators. Yeah, we got to be careful. Do you know, maybe I shouldn't. I feel if he loses a model, might take away the closest to that Carnifex. I don't want to mess it up for him. So we'll. Gosh, it's hard to hold on, but we'll try and resist with Psychic Scream. He'll have to keep his mouth shut for for one turn. He can scream all he wants on following turns, but I don't want to mess up the charge across there. Okay, so that would be him finished. The other ones I don't want to do that one either, because it has to be closest unit, so we don't want to disrupt that. So really, we've got her, which... Yeah, this is obscuring the hard edges across here. She can't see, so I don't think we can do Neuroparasite. It's range 18 anyway, so it's not going to make it. So that is the psychic phase finished. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, shooting phase. I'm thinking of firing the Exocrine across the board and into these bikers here at the back. Any minuses to hit them or stuff going on to help those?
They when they move... if they advance, they get a invulnerable save, but they've got to
actually move to get it.
Advance to get that. The apothecary's within 6 inches of them, so they'll get 5.
Oh yeah, he's placed there. Yeah, I see him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll go for we'll play a stratagem. 6s will pop extra hits. That costs a CP, and then we'll go for D3 shots with max. So we're going to go for 9. It's going to be 3s for hits. We'll commit this to. As a Tyranid friend, there's not many. There's a few here. Do you know what? Carl Roden. We'll kick off with him. He's a dedicated Tyranids player. Looking for 3s. Okay, cannot complain about that. Thanks, Carl. And then we'll go for Strength 8 I think the toughness 5, aren't they, the bikers?
5, yeah.
3 to wound. And yeah, we've got 6 come through. Just checking back on the footage, there's no 6s that came through for popping extra hits. It always happens when I play that stratagem. So we're looking at 6 wounds coming through here. These are, they're nasty enough, they're damage 3 and they're AP minus 4. Yeah, nasty stuff. Okay, interesting. I reckon Phil gets an invulnerable save. As Phil's interpretation, I would agree with it. Let us know in the comments section. I think he's got this one. You're okay. You're going to get this one. Jink ability on these bikers here. Models in this unit have a 5+ invulnerable save against ranged attacks. In your movement phase, if this unit remains stationary, it loses the invuln save until the start of the next movement phase. So we're not in Phil's movement phase. We're outside of that. He hasn't elected to remain stationary. Therefore, we reckon he does retain the invuln save. It just says models in this unit have an invulnerable save. The only way you can lose that is if you choose to remain stationary in your movement phase. So I reckon you do. I don't think that's going to cause much of a problem. There is your book, and we shall now roll up invulnerable saves on 6 dice.
I'm going to use Andrew Swan.
Andrew Swan, diehard Imperial player. Go ahead.
Well done.
Phil will interpret the dice for us. They're Dark
2
Angel's
5s.
swords.
3, so 3 and 3.
He's blocked half of them. Well done. And now we're going to Apothecary with his...
Feel no pain.
Feel no
3
pains.
wounds at a time. Do I do it per model?
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't you? We'll go...
This model here, yeah.
Yeah, the one that's not... So, first one.
6 would be so useful. There's 2.
So, 1 wound on
1
him.
wound, yeah. So then you got 3 damage back on him again. Almost kept him alive. So
he's
1
gone.
model slain.
And 1 more to go.
Yeah, 1 more to go. And a single 6... No, 2 models slain. That should have been like 6 potentially dying there, but no. So invuln save and feel no pain certainly has helped. It's kept the casualty rate low. 2 bikers have been killed. You can restore bikers though, can't you, with combat restoratives? I
think it is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
unit.
all is not lost here. Some grim resolve already being shown by the Dark Angels. Going to fire Rupture Cannon. It's all the way across there. You can see this land speed. I'm going to go after it here. 3 shots. And we'll commit this to... I'm going to have to use Xenos players. Here's Jordan Russell. He's an Eldar player. So 3s. Just the 1. It could be enough to destroy it though, actually. 2s to wound. Yep, goes through. This is a Rupture Cannon. I think it's -4. It's a minimum of 3. It is -4. Strength 14. It's D6 plus 4 damage. So I reckon Phil gets this 5+ invulnerable save.
Yeah, let's use Marcus Anthony. No, I'm going to save him. He's Dark Angels.
Oh, is he?
I'm going to save him for later. What's Max Wood Knuckles doing?
We know he hasn't declared to me, but we know from James that he's an Imperial player.
Okay.
Astra Militarum.
Oh, that's a 1.
Come on, reroll. The damage will be D6 plus 4.
Let's do a command reroll. I think that's the biggest shot coming in. Let's do it.
That is, yeah.
No, 2. Not this time.
D6 damage here, Jordan Russell. 4 and 4 is 8.
Yeah, there's only got 6 wounds.
All right, target destroyed. I think there's a slight chance it can...
It can explode.
Go ahead.
No.
No, all right.
That was Longbow BB.
Oh, Phoenix Sword, gone. Oof, didn't last long there. But Land Speeder and a Rupture Cannon wouldn't really... they wouldn't last too long against that thing. No tanks on the board, really, so we're picking on smaller targets here. Rupture Cannon claims its first victim. Yeah, going to target the Outriders. They're just around the corner, across the other side of that terrain, and we'll go for that Carnifex on the extreme side of the board. So it's 3 shots. We'll go Xenos here. Downguard is a Beast Snaggers player. Looking for 3s of enhanced sensors. We do get 2. We'll be on 3s to wound, toughness 5, strength 9. And we do get the 2 wounds coming through. These will be AP -3, 6s to block. Are you on Jink with these as well?
They're all wavering, yeah.
5+ invulnerable save then. Damage 4 each time. Is going to kill a biker for each one that goes through.
Martin Vagabond?
Go ahead. Yeah, he's a Salamanders player. Blocked 1.
Okay.
1 model slain though from that squad. No, it's painful removing stuff on turn 1 before you get the chance to get going. But Tyranids using a long-range artillery here. I'll tell you why they do that. This army's gone against James's guard, and then James has pounded them with artillery. So the Tyranids are like bio-adapted to that and made their own.
Yeah.
We'll do the second one. It can see that same squad. We'll go after them. So we're looking for 3s. No Patronic Kelp here. And then 3s to wound. Yeah, wound comes through. So we're looking for a 5+ invulnerable save again.
Nicholas Lucas.
Yeah, another Imperial player. Grey Knights. Imperial Knights. Imperial Admech.
No.
Yeah.
2.
Another one slain. Model remains, but bike has been destroyed. That's my shooting phase finished. Long range artillery advancing up the board. We have a charge lined up next. We'll see if this Carnifex can make it in. It's Ben Shaw, tip of the spear here. Going to go for the early charge. That charge will be spearheaded by Chris Comiskey. His dice we'll use for this. He's no player. He's a Tyranids player. Overwatch.
Yeah, I've got a missile launcher here and assault cannon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's worth the point.
1 CP. Yeah, give it a go. So we'll let Phil roll up his shots here. They can all see they'll fire at this beast, no problem.
First,
yeah, Stormbolter shots, 12 of them, first of all. Is Lion L. Johnson granting any buffs? Reroll 1s and so forth?
On
6s?
6s with Overwatch.
Rerolling 1s.
Yes. Another one, that's good.
Okay. Wounding on 5s actually, because we are toughness 7.
Reroll
Gets
1s.
2.
Reroll 1s. The Lion brings it out. 3 hits.
Oh dear. Phil's starting to feel the power. We'll try and block these. We do. There's no AP minus, right?
No, they're just Stormbolts, aren't they?
Yeah. All passed. 2 up save for the Carnifexes now.
Assault cannon.
Yeah. Go ahead.
6 shots.
Needing 6s. Rerolling 1s.
I'll get rid of those. Yep, got one.
Thanks to the line again. Spurring them on to hold the line.
Reroll 1s.
No wounds. Strength 6, isn't it? Toughness 7. So last chance here is crack shots from that Typhoon missile launcher.
2, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 shots, yeah. So here it comes. Needing 6s. Reroll 1s. Try and get that hit.
Okay.
No,
Never mind. We'll have a try.
yeah, some hits coming through. But nope. So now we're going to the charge. The Chris Comiskey Carnifex sponsored charge. 9 needed. No. It's rerollable for High Fleet Behemoth. Ah, yeah. No, the answer is no. It does not go ahead.
Bullets. Perhaps that put him off.
Put him off. Made him duck. Okay. All right. That's no combat to take place. A foul charge. We'll calculate points at this stage here, but aggression shown by the Tyranids and some nasty long-range firepower as well, starting to soften up the foe. All right. So points coming in. The Carnifex that made a regular move did the scan. Not sure if I pointed out in the movement phase. Didn't advance. Been able to do that. Just done that across there, and we'll scan across here later is the idea. So 3 points picked up for that. Nothing for secondaries, and then primaries kick in next turn on turn 2. It comes around for the Tyranids. So 3 points to 0 at this stage. Very early point in the game. Although some damage starting to come through. Unnerved, Phil, or?
We'll see. We'll see after this one. Let's see how this goes.
Yes. Not just the army of Grim Resolve. Phil has the same as well. He'll not cave in at this point, at least. So we'll go on to turn 1. I'm sure the Dark Angels are raring to go. We'll go on to their first turn next. All right, so turn 1 at here for the Dark Angels. Blade Guard veterans and Terminators, just of a stretch across here, have managed to reach to this objective. Bikers want to avoid trouble over there and try and go for this behind enemy lines. They've swung right round across in this direction. They advanced, yeah. And they gain this 4+ invulnerable save now.
Yes.
Okay, so they've lost a couple, but they're still potent enough. Then, as I said, Terminators have moved around here. They did advance.
No, they're just
regular move.
Yeah.
Okay, so they made a regular move. These have advanced to get to here. So shields out the front, and these here in this position. It's a bit of a quieter sector here. The Stormbolters will be useful enough against this stuff. Well, it's a bit quieter, actually. Well, there's him. He could veer to his left, perhaps, and head across in this direction. Then around the other side of the board, there's a real fight starting to escalate. So Biker moving across to link up the Apothecary and model restored. Good move. Talonmaster's moved across here to help firepower and buff these. The Lions moved across to support as well. The Champions there, Ezekiel's there, the Apothecary.
Everyone's
stacked up. But they're all sort of pushing the Terminators forwards to lead from the front here. So they've made it onto the objective. I think what Phil can do is go for this charge and then keep models within range to hold on to this objective. So this fight's kicking off now. The battle for this objective is about to take place. So that's movement done. We'll go on to Psychic phase next. Right, first power is going to be Mind Worm. It's going to come from Ezekiel and go on to
the Swarmlord.
The Swarmlord. Interesting.
It goes off on 6, but Ezekiel would be +1. So.
Okay. 8. Okay. I'll try and stop it with his potential victim. And we do not.
You get a mortal wound.
Okay.
And until the start of the next psychic phase, that unit is not eligible to fight until all the other eligible units in my army have fought.
Oh, shut down. Nice. Okay. Good power. Well done.
So he's going to do the other one, which is Righteous Repugnance. It goes off on a 7. It makes these guys re-roll the hits and wins.
Fine.
So a 7. That goes off on 8.
Goes off on 8. Okay. I'll check to see if he can deny 2. Might be able to. It's half a chance. It is possible. Need a 9. 11. We've blocked it. Ooh. Okay.
That was the important one. That's the one we need to go off. Not this one. That doesn't matter too much. Because the Lion will support them.
Okay.
That was just a bit of extra fluffing required.
Is that any other psychers?
No, they've got lots of these can deny 1 because they've got the
denial set up.
He's got 2 deniers. They've got 1. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities to deny.
Okay, that's a good remedy here for the potency. Well, not to say potency, but the Tyranid psychic phase can be pretty good. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So we're on shooting phase, allocating some shots from across here. I'm just going to roll a feel no pain for that wound that came through, and we block it. So we'll just take away all the wounds. It's back on full strength. The shutdown still applies, which I'm going to mark with just something just to try and remind us if that occurs here. But Swarmlord, no damage here. The feel no pain kicking in quite nicely. The 2 Outriders are going to fire. One of them in rapid fire range, going to go after the Carnifex. The shooty Carnifex over there in the terrain, so it can be seen and it's in range.
This one here, first of all, rapid fire hitting on. I might as well do it all together.
Yeah.
Hit on 3s. Ooh, no 1s to reroll.
5 to wound.
Nothing.
Talon Master reroll 1.
Correct.
1.
No.
Okay, that's them done. Just do the Chaplain now. 2 shots from him.
2 hits.
2 6s, yeah.
Reroll
No wound. Reroll 1s.
Got it.
5. Is that for characters? Does he grant the reroll 1s to characters? It might be core, mostly core now for 9.
Character and core.
Will do. It's just a wound. And it's an AP -1 with that, so a 3 up, which we pass. Right, Patronic Kelpers.
Chris Heim. There.
Yeah, Imperial Space Marine Sisters of Battle.
Okay.
Sounds good.
This is into here.
Yeah, Twin Assault Cannon.
Yeah, twin assault cannon hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Nothing to reroll.
5 to wound.
Reroll a 1. Yes. 2.
There's a few wounds coming through here. Not too bad.
5, 6 wounds.
Are you on Devastated Doctrine?
Yes.
So you're -2.
-2, yes.
4 ups. I need help. I'm about to take some pretty heavy damage here. We'll turn to the Thousand Suns for help. The Artist Full Nose V. You're also an Orcs player. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. 4 wounds taken. It's almost half killed the beast. So we'll drop down to 5 wounds left. That's good shooting from the Talon Master. That's impressive stuff.
6 shots.
And a 6-shot heavy bolter. That's a nice lot of firepower. 2s again.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s.
Oh, come on. We don't need that.
5s to wound again.
Rerolling 1s.
No way.
The Lion's effect. No, not bad. 3.
-2 again. 4s.
Yeah.
We'll go Vij for this one, and we've just blown it on 3 more. Damage 2, thankfully, -1 damage. -1 damage, yeah. But we are, serious state, going to drop down to 2 wounds left. It's almost gone.
Wow.
Come on, Dark Angels. One of those can be destroyed.
Ooh.
There's a potential to do it. There's Terminators available as the line if whatever firepower. Oh, you just got a pistol. Okay. I'll come around to the other side of the table so you can see what's going on. This is the firepower. Telemarsh, so brilliant shooting from him. It's been directed against this Carnifex, dropping down to 2 inches left. It's Amy Elmo here that's been picked on here. So we see the bikers fired. Everything's fired from back here, Chaplain. So Terminators, Phil's going to fire everything they have into this Carnifex.
2 crack missiles, obviously.
They're the ones you want to get in.
Frag missile. Heavy 2d6. Strength of 4, though. Yeah. What were they winning on? 5, 6.
Right, so a lot of shots, very accurate
just
shots.
Get 2 through, you see.
Yeah, and you're trying to. It's a bit of AP -1 as well because it's heavy on this turn. He's tempted to go frag. Cracks single shots, so they'll be hitting on 2, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So it's likely you'll hit. It's likely you'll wound because you've on 3s to wound, rerolling 1s.
And it's my AP -2, -3.
-3.
Yeah, we'll go. Okay, so crack. Let's do that now. Straight in. Help. Help. Come on. Nathan Paxton. Ultramarines and Necrons.
Go ahead.
Necrons.
You're good at reading upside down, Phil.
Okay.
Well done.
Come on, Nathan. For the Emperor. Reroll 1s.
Come on, the lion. Yes, again.
Hit.
3s to wound. Yes and yes. 2 to block. 5 plus. -2, -3. Yeah, 5s. Uh-oh. Trouble, trouble. 2d6 damage. Away you go. This could be the end. Oh, destroyed. Utterly destroyed. Oh, Carnifex. You don't roll death throws, whatever it was, because it affects enemy unit only, so you won't lash out at a friend. Carnifex removed from play. Shooty option. Decent enough in close combat as well. Mission accomplished, though. 1 taken out. 1 monster down. There's a few to go, but that's a start. And the idea is to ignore that one. Try and take that out in close combat. Okay. Firepower finished then, I think. No. Terminators are on the other side.
Oh, yes.
Not all can see. Missile launcher can't. But 16 shots coming from those, and there's an assault cannon there as well. They're all going to go into the gaunts across here. This is storm bolter shots.
Hitting on 3s. Not great.
Another 1 and 2. Yeah. 3s to wound.
Yeah, that's better. Recovery. 7.
Okay. 1 more. No, -5s. Ha! Quadruple 5. 3 models slain. We'll take them from here. Well, not winning a fight against these Terminators. We'll just try and absorb their damage coming through. And now we're looking at assault cannon. Now this should be quite effective.
It's not very good. Oh, well, 1s and 6s. Look at that. Could have done with the support, but he's helping over here. Yeah, 3.
3 dead. -1, -2. So just nothing at all. Stripped away. Okay, 6 casualties caused. Good decker. I think that's firepower finished. These advanced.
They advanced, yeah.
So nothing. So we're going to charges then. Really, just the 1 charge, you think? Or you're going to try and put the champion in as well? It's across the other side there.
Yes. Could do. We'll try the champion.
Okay.
I don't want to. I've still got cover for him, haven't I, for shooting?
Terminators first then.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far.
Yeah, we'll see if they charge. Phil's going to configure them so that they can still cover the characters behind, not leave them abandoned and open for Tyranid artillery.
It's a 3-inch charge, and it's plus. Oh, I've got +2 charge rolls.
We don't like Lionel Johnson being taken out by a rupture cannon.
Oh, well, 10.
Want him to die in combat, right? Combat's going to go ahead into that lead Carnifex. Okay, so charges going ahead. We'll zoom in so you can see what's going on here. Terminators have gone in. Champions made it in as well. So Champion and Terminator squad. Phil strung the models, left some at the back there just to stretch back so that they're still protecting the characters such as Lionel Johnson and the Chaplain. So if the Terminators survive, they need to bring Carnifex down. The other thing to bear in mind is, yes, one of Phil's units is going to get to fight, either the Champion or the Terminators. Then I could interrupt play, which is something to be wary of as well. So Phil will pick his first unit to fight, in the knowledge that the second unit could be interrupted and picked on. Right, so this is the combat taking place. Phil's electing to fight with the Terminators first. One at the back can't fight, the other 4 can. It's Power Fists here and a set of Twin Lightning Claws. So
these are the Lightning Claws.
Go ahead. A space of 3, Space Marines on the charge, and then 1 extra attack for each claw. There's a 1 there, so Phil's going to reroll it for the line. It helps again.
And these are
3 to wound, strength 8.
Rerolling 1s. Because of the nature of the weapon, it's a lightning claw.
Oh, sorry, lightning claws. No, sorry, you're on 5 to wound.
Yeah.
So you're going to reroll those 2 4s. Trying to get 5s.
No.
Okay, just the 1 comes through.
AP ones.
Minus 2.
2.
4 up to block. No, a wound taken. Made a start. It's down to Power Fist now. The downside with these is their damage 2 will become damage 1. Kind effects is or can be a brute to bring down. I think you're going to be on 12 attacks. Yeah, Phil's going to do 1 more attack. The Lightning Claw is actually the sergeant for the squad, so he can do 1 more attack. That's missed. Okay, it's now down to 12 attacks with Power Fists. Base of 3 plus on Space Marines on the charge. So you can do it. You need to get these hits, and they need to wound. It's the volume of shots or attacks coming through. There's 2 1s to roll.
Poor. That was very poor.
Okay. Phil's removed the 3s there. It's -1 to hit rolls. 3s to wound. Reroll 1's the Talon Master. Nice. It's 5 in total. 5 minus 2.
Yeah.
4 ups to block. This kind of effect is going to survive here. It's only going to take 2 damage. It's wretched thing. 7 wounds left. It will get to fight back. Right, so we'll do our attacks. We'll use Bjork the Zog Puncher for this one. We're going to put all of them into the champion. We'll try and gobble him up before he gets a chance to swing here. 3s. It's very good from the Screamer Killer. And then we'll go for 3s to win. Strength 7. We didn't charge. Yeah, it's kind of what we hoped for. It's not too bad. There's 6 invulnerable saves here. It's AP minus 3. So invulnerable saves are 5+ on 6 dice. Whoa, you've just survived. Oh no, you haven't. 6 damage comes through. What's his wounds? Uh-oh.
5 wounds.
Come on, reroll of 5+ to keep him alive. If you want to, just suggest him, but if he does survive, he'll get to swing. CP, I'd say it's worth it, but
I'm going to give it a try.
There we go, and then you can call upon a friend. Nope. No. No, failed. 6 damage does come through. Apothecary is too far away. Champion has been eaten alive here. Stampeded upon by the rampaging Carnifex. That's that combat's resolved across there. So
That was Ed Farrow.
Okay, yeah, Phoenix Sword, Ed Farrow moved from play. Axe at the ready. But the Carnifex got in first. That's Ben Shaw bringing him down. So combat's resolved. Still the Grim Resolve remains, Phil, but it's not. It won't. It will dampen the spirits, I think, of the Dark Angels to see a champion ripped to pieces like that in front of everybody. It will fire up the lion in the heart of the Primarch, though, to see him brought down. Tyranids, though, the danger now is that there's Tyranid units that are poised to pounce. Looks like they're going to get in first. How many CP you got left?
3.
Got 3. So there's a possible interrupt play for the Dark Angels, but I think we're going to see more firepower and some potentially nasty close combat. So 3 Screamer Killers still alive, 1 in close combat, 2 yet to move in. So it's going to be some grisly fighting for this objective for sure. It's currently under the control of the Dark Angels, but Tyranids will try and break that if they can. I don't think there's anything else to resolve here across the board. Okay, we will calculate points at this stage as turn 1 comes to an end. Yeah, we're talking about the state of the Dark Angels. They were nerfed by GW.
Yeah.
So they had across the board 1, 2, and 3 fails to wound. Yeah, and they've lost that.
Yeah, it was in a circle. It's their ability. It was their built-in ability, and that's gone. So now they just have to survive on invuls and.
Yeah, and they lost Armour of Contempt obviously across the board as well. So that's been that's a double blow for them. Yeah. It's no wonder the Primarchs come back at such a time.
Yeah, he's come back. When he came back, he was sort of designed, I think, with the inner circle ability as it's because he's a monster, so he doesn't get in a circle. He can't. He wouldn't have had it anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure whether they double nerfed us, but we'll soon find out. I think we'll easily find out in a minute.
Right, points picked up. Tyranids have gained 3 for Assassinate for destroying the champion, and then a point picked up by Phil for Bring It Down because he brought one of the Carnifexes down. So 6 points to 1. Tyranids are in a dangerous point in the game here. Tyranids have retained their numbers. They've got firepower available, and they have multiple monsters lining up for a potential charge. We'll go on to turn 2 for them next. Things could turn nasty here. We'll see. This will certainly test the grim resolve of the Dark Angels. Alright, so turn 2 for the Tyranids. Primary's looking good, holding on to those 2, but also held the central position, the central objective with the Swarmlord. So we picked up 12 victory points. That's good from a tactical point of view for the Tyranids. A nice heap of points coming through for them. So strategy-wise, I'm using a Napoleonic tactic here. I've been watching Napoleonic history recently, and it's Napoleon used it. It's called one of his famous strategies. It's called the strategy of the central position, and that is where when you've got 2 enemy forces, which is exactly what's happened here. We've got this force here, and then this cluster across here. You take your force of equal number or sometimes less. You pin one, and then try and use the majority of your army to destroy the other. So pin one with a smaller force, which is these, and then use everything to go after the other part of the enemy's force across there, destroy them, and then turn the whole army on the final force across there. Napoleon tried it at Waterloo, or the Waterloo campaign, to separate the British and the Prussians away from each other, the Allies and the Prussians away from each other. And then it's a famous manoeuvre that he did in different times during the Napoleonic period. So we're going to try it here. So, going to go after these, and then pin these in place is the plan. But let us know if you're tuning in and you're into history as well, especially the Napoleonic period. It'd be great to hear from subscribers that also take an interest in history here. But I'm watching that recently, and I just sort of saw 2 glaring divisions here, and therefore we'll go for this Napoleonic plan. So, command phase, we have boosted. We've used the one-off ability here as on the Neurophrope to give +1 to psychic tests. Have also blessed itself with the 3d6 choosing the best 2 dice for psychic powers. Really need some particular psychic powers to go off from him this turn and not be blocked. We rebirthed all of the destroyed gaunts, back up to 20 of those. These move through to here and have performed the action or the scan and the action on the objective just there. So manoeuvring, holding at this point. Also know that Phil's got to keep some stuff on this objective and to hold on to it as well. So he knows kind of held here in this position. Then across the other side, there's a fair bit going on. So artillery's pushed through, but retaining onto this objective. So Tyranid shifted across, Exocrines moved forwards. So he was here, the Swarmlord. He's advanced, rolled a 4. He's made it to there. We've got a possible charge against the line. Now, we have been shut down, remember. The line gets to fight first anyway. So the Swarmlord will have to brace the incoming attacks from the line. But there is a chance that he can get this charge in to go ahead against him. So it's looking possible. We'll see a showdown between these 2, the Primarch and the Swarmlord. Meanwhile, Carnifex is pushing through. 8 inches here. 11 inches breaking through of these 2, poised to shoot and charge in. And then ongoing combat across here with the other Carnifex. Yeah, that's the other thing about the Tyranids. I use a stratagem as well to remove the wounds from him. So all wounds back on, so back up to 9. All the gaunts are back on. So really the only destruction so far, Phil's shaking his head, is the one Carnifex. Don't worry, I can't bring that one back.
Bring on 10th edition.
Yeah, we'll go on to Psychic phase next here for the Tyranids. So I should ask, I've been asking players recently, so you're looking forward to 10th as well?
It's got to be better than this. It's got to be better than the power creep that came in at the end. Was just insane.
The bloating was the worst for me, just the layers of stuff to remember. Even playing a game recently on the channel, and it was just, we were backwards and forwards from the books, just trying to remember buffs and bonuses. So if that can be ironed out, I've said it already in videos, but if that's ironed out and streamlined, then that will be good news. And if games are a bit quicker and easier to play, that'll be a good thing for sure. So psychic powers then. I'm going to go for Onslaught, obviously, to try and give him the ability to charge. So Here we go. And that's not good. It might get it to go off, but it could be denied. This is the problem. So I'm going to... Sorry, hold on a second. It's 3d6. Choosing the best two. There we go. So that's better. That's an 8. He's on +1 to psychic test anyway for resonance barb. And he's on +1 across here as well. So that is actually a 10. So if you want to try and block that, that's granted me the ability to advance and charge. So it creates the possibility of that charge going ahead. But you'll need...
I can only block one psychic.
Okay.
And you've got some more to come, haven't you?
Yeah, the other one I'm going to do... yeah, there's another one to come from him.
Yeah.
There's 2 to come from him. So, yeah, there's still some...
I'm not going to risk a 10, no. I
Yeah.
think
Hold it.
Ezekiel lets me do it on 9, but I'm going to try and... I'll wait for something a bit easier.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's okay. So that goes ahead. So we are primed and we have the ability to charge. We'll see if it goes in later on. Yeah, Phil try and do a deny
That
from
little thing
here.
there, see the watcher?
Yeah.
He lets him do it.
One off or always does it?
1 per battle round, 1 per round, I believe.
That's okay. Okay.
So is it 10? 11?
Yeah, you need 11.
No. Okay. Fine.
Scary. Okay, right. It's going ahead. Next, I'm going to try and put Catalyst onto him to give him that 5+ feel no pain. So we'll pick the 11 and make it into a 13. So that's just going to go ahead.
Well, these guys have got these. The lion can do 2, so he'll try and stop it.
Well, it's a 13. So can you? Just...
Oh no, 13. I can't stop a 13. +1. I get +1 to it.
Is that will equal it? Even if you rolled a double 6, you'd have to beat it.
Yeah, that's right. It's not.
It's made it undeniable,
It's just
pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah, next. Right, we'll do a smite now, coming from here. Hang on a second. No, there's a close combat bonus we could do. Yeah, okay, we'll think about this one. Yeah, we'll try and play Unstoppable Onslaught. It's a 7. And that goes off on a 10. Right, so you can try and deny it. Here, there's no pluses to me, so it's 11 needed.
No,
7, 8, no.
Thanks.
So that's +1 to the wound rolls. For him, we'll mark it up with just a little counter, try and remember. And then I'll go for Psychic Scream with him, which goes off. Oh, if that was smite. Okay, that goes off on an 11. That's going to cause D3 mortal wounds against Ezekiel. And it might strip a psychic power. I'm going to check the rules here. Lino Johnson to try and deny this one.
No.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to cause D3 mortal wounds. So 2 mortal wounds. Oh, look, an apothecary. You can try and block those on 6s. No, all right. So Ezekiel takes 2. And then we are going to randomise a psychic power.
Whichever you want to.
Yeah, I'll D6 or D3 randomise this one. So 1 to 3 is first power, which you got there.
Yeah, Mindworm.
Mindworm, okay. And the other one, and then Smite for 5 and 6. I reckon Smite's included in this. It is a psychic power. Smite's gone. Okay, so, all right, so Smite stripped away. Yeah, it has to, if you test, your psychic test is greater than leadership, which you rolled an 11, so it was stripped apart. It rarely happens, but it's happened on this occasion. That's him done. Okay, we'll look for Neuroparasite, perhaps. No, we'll do Smite with her. And it doesn't go off, and we'll leave it at that. So psychic phase finished. We'll go on to shooting phase next. 20 shots into the Blade Guard veteran from the gaunts. We're looking for 3s because they were blessed. Then we're looking for 3s to wound because they're strength 5. And these are AP -1, but you have the shield, right? So 7 saves of 2+ becomes 3+. 7 3+.
Let's use a dice before we
Michael Fry is a Space Marine player.
Michael Fry.
Go ahead.
No, actually, you don't. Michael Fry is in command of the Lion. I'll use him later.
Just going to hold him for later, okay.
We'll go...
You got Marcus Anthony to hold him for later as well. You're expecting something bad to happen.
Yeah. Scott Castello, please.
Blood Angels player.
Yeah. Oh, Scott.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's nailed up. I should have mentioned that.
Oh, right.
Okay, so 4 wounds taken. That's a model slain and a wound on another. That's them done. I'll do Stinger Salvo into the same target. 3s from her. Good shooting. 3s to wound again. Good shooting. 5 more saves. Again at AP -1. So 3 ups. Another 1 wound comes through. It's not enough to bring down a second Blade Guard veteran. But they've taken some wounds here just from firepower from here. Okay. Alright, so we've seen an opportunity for firepower here. We're going to put the rupture cannon into the 2 bikers. But the main gun... Sorry, the Stinger salvo is going into the bikers. But the main gun, the rupture cannon, is going to go into the apothecary here. He's the only character that's not shielded by those Terminators. So we'll try and pick him off first to stop Feel No Pains. So we'll commit this to a friend. As we already used Built Dog Puncher, we'll go for JMH. That's an Eldar player. 3 shots needed, 3s. Try and pick out an apothecary. I've hit him, ouch, 3 times. 2's to wound him. Ugh, they've all wounded. There's no tanks for us to shoot at, so we're picking on softer targets. Invulnerable saves required here from this apothecary.
Yeah, 3. No.
Blocked 1, and he's dead. Yeah, well, he's got to feel no pain. I'll roll the damage here. Yeah, you get his own.
Okay.
Oh dear, oh dear. 18.
This is roll a few. There you go.
Okay, he's removed. Ouch.
That was no
one.
Yeah,
on that, okay, no one allocated to him. All right, firepower done. We'll go on to the Stinger salvo into those bikers. There's a viciousness about the Tyranids here. 1 wound comes through because your toughness 5. -1. Saved. They're not respecters of persons, the Tyranids. They don't care who's on the board. They'll just try and munch whatever's in their path. We've got an artillery piece here, the Exocrine available. I'm going to put that into the bikers across here. I'll try and strip them away.
Like the Outriders, yeah?
Outriders, yeah. So 6 shots plus D3. Just the 1, so 7. I'll not play the stratagem, and then we'll just go for 3s. Whoa. Then we'll go for 3s to wound. We might not destroy them here. No, 2 go through. Minus...
They got a...
I'll take the invuln.
Yeah.
Go ahead. 2 saves of 5+. No. Okay, it's damage 3 each time, so it's going to slay a biker. Basically, the one that was restored can be removed from play. Okay, we'll try and bioplasmic scream onto the biker that remains. So it's D6 shots to the front card effects. 3. We need 4s, and we need 3s. -4, so that's a wound taken. It's just 1 damage. And we'll do the other one that's behind. Oh, just the 1 shot. It's a blast weapon here. And no hits coming through, so that's them 2 resolved. Okay. We'll then try and fire the rupture cannon, sorry, not the rupture, the heavy venom cannon into the same target. 1 success will bring that down. So 3s, enhanced senses. And those 2 go through. These are -3, so 2 invulnerable saves of 5+. No, and that will be damage 4, so it will destroy that bike. Unless Phil wants to use a CP to try and invuln save on it. Alright, so that's biker gone. Phil's going to let him go. He wants to save the CP for interrupt play and a possible reroll and invuln save for possible combats that might come up. And it's Phoenix Lord removed, I think. Paint Lickers paint.
Oh, that was Paint Lickers paint pot. Yeah, they are. That was.
Okay, target destroyed. Okay, I think that's firepower complete. It has been nasty enough. We'll go on to charges next. So remember the plan, it's just all keep it quiet across here. We'll try and converge with multiple charges across the other side. We're going to charges next as the Tyranids try to send their monsters in. Okay, I'm going to try and charge with the Swarmlord and pull out a maneuver here with him. So we'll try and do the charge first, which is a 6. We're going to declare into Ezekiel and the Lions. So here we go. 8 inches, needing a 6. That charge goes ahead. So in he goes. I'm then going to play a stratagem called Trampling Charge. So I'm going to swing around first to here. And then I'll bring in all my bits, counters and markers. Okay. Then I'm going to play Trampling Charge. It's cost me a CP. I'm going to play it against Ezekiel. I'm equipped with Horned Chitin. It's a cross here. High Fleet monster from model that finishes a charge move, selecting a unit with engagement range. If that monster has the Horned Chitin keyword, which I do, on a 2 to 4 it's 3 mortal wounds, on a 5+, it's D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. So 2+, we'll give this to someone to... Dave Humphreys. Should be straightforward. He's a Tyranid player. 2+ to trample over Ezekiel. This would kill him. Yeah, it's a 5. So that is 4 mortal wounds on Ezekiel. Is there anything for him as a psyker that ignores mortal wounds or anything like that? I don't think so.
Mephisto, that was.
That's Mephisto. Another Phoenix Lord brought down. They've been removed quick enough. Those 2 wounds can go, and that marker can go. But Ezekiel trampled over as the monster seeks the Primarch. You could spin him round. You can... Oh boy, oh boy.
There you go.
Yeah, this is it. This is the fight. It's lining up nicely here. So far, so good. Now, I will be fighting last. I'll have to wait, because I've been shut down. Lion fights first anyway, so I will get to swing, but the Swarmlord has made it in. All right, counter maneuver here. Chaplain's gone in to try and assist the Lion.
Ray Cross.
That's Ray Cross, of course. He'd go in, yes. Now, across here, all Carnifexes have gone in. So into the Talon Master with him, into the Terminators with that one, and then swinging around, I rolled well for a charge, going in there with the Crushing Claw. Carnifex as well. So all 4 Carnifexes going in, all combats that we'd planned for will go ahead. So Phil can still interrupt play. He's got 2 CP, so I must... Oh, boy. No, not fight first, not choose to go first, because he's been shut down, right? So really, I need to pick one of the Carnifexes to fight with. I think I'll fight with this one, the Chris Comiskey Screamer Killer that's going in against the Terminators. I think that's the wise option to go for. 10 attacks base, +1 on the charge. So we're looking for 3s. And it's Jackal here, Patreon for the roll. We've not hit with too many, just over average here. And then, or just over half the dice, but it's a below average score. We're looking for 2s to win because we're strength 8. We're strength 6. +1 on the charge for High Fleet Behemoth, and then they've got adrenal glands as well. So looking for 2s. All right, so invulnerable saves, 5 of them on these Terminators. A good roll will keep the Terminators in the fight. That'll be good news. It's a poor roll, and they'll start dropping here.
That's a poor roll. 5 misses.
Uh-oh. I think that's enough for us. Damage 3 each time. That's a wipeout. Anything you could do?
No.
No. Oh boy, they're going to go. Ouch.
No, because they've lost the only thing that made them any good, as we've said. But I've been told on forums that I'm wrong, that they're still good. They're not good.
Okay, right.
All those guys that told me I was wrong, I'm not wrong.
Oh dear. A cry of anguish goes up here. It's like there is that Dark Angels, that there is a bit of a sense of like injustice and stuff with them and so on, and it's reflected. It's reflected in the rules a bit with the painful things that have been inflicted on them by Games Workshop, buffs that have been granted and then snatched away and taken from them here. Terminators removed from play. It's nasty stuff. That was JP squad.
Oh yeah, JP.
Okay, removed from play just there. Tyranids clearing this objective. Well, hang on a second. You don't even need to interrupt play because you know I'm shut down anyway. Unless he's any good to interrupt.
Well,
He's good at shooting, we know that.
He's got a power sword. He's
Okay.
got 4 attacks. Strength 5. AP -3, 1 damage.
Yeah.
So scratch it. I'm not spinning super CP.
CP for that, no. Okay, so we'll go on with this one then, the next Screamer Killer. So we'll go Andrea Stir for these attacks. Looking for 3s again. Looking for 3s to wound. Yep, these are AP -3, and there's 5 of them have gone through. Damage 3 each time. It moved. So
It did move, yeah.
But is that for
I don't know if it
shooting?
advanced, actually.
Yeah.
I think I advanced that guy.
Yeah, it's ranged only.
Yeah, ranged only.
6 is to block 5 of them. Talonmaster's going to go, yeah. It's 15 damage. Talonmaster's destroyed. See if it blows up.
No.
It does not. All right, so target removed. Okay. All right, consolidation move made. This area's been swept clear of Dark Angels now. It's just the Lion and the dedication of this chaplain that remain. So we've got ourselves an epic moment for sure. It's grisly stuff on this side. Tyranids have spearheaded a slaughter here. The line remains, plus the chaplain, who will not leave. He could drive away, couldn't he? But he won't. He could easily outrun and speed away from those kind of fixes. But it's a Raycross chaplain. He won't leave the side of the line here. He'll fight side by side. Him and Michael will fight on here. Michael Fryer in charge. And who's the... It's Vagabond here who's in charge of the Swarmlord. So it's a Phoenix Lord clash, 2-on-1. We'll see how well they get on. Ideally, the line needs to quickly dispatch this Swarmlord and turn to face this slot here, but it's grisly stuff for sure. I think, actually, we've reached an epic moment. We'll take a musical interlude here just to absorb the moment. We could be witnessing the fall of a Primarch here, or a great stand. We'll have to see. All right, so fight ready to go. We'll look at Lionel Johnson. So let's have a look here. He's movement 8. Weapons skill, ballistic skill 2+, strength 6, toughness 6. 9 wounds, that's why we weren't able to shoot him. He's a character that can hide. 10 attacks as base, which is really good. Leadership 11, and a 2-up save. So he's going to be fighting with fealty here. You choose which one you want to go for. So you can strike with it at +4 strength. So strength 10 -5, 4 damage. He's good on the attack. I mean, 10 attacks at that is...
He can do 20 attacks. Look at the next one.
2 hit rolls instead of 1. Got it. Yeah, 20. Fantastic.
Plus on the charge.
Yeah. Okay, so he fights well. Defense-wise, we'll take a look here. Angels of Death. Forest Walk. So this is your ability to deep strike in and reroll charge. The Emperor's Shield. He's got a 4+ invulnerable save. Each time a saving throw is made for this model against a melee attack. 6s cause a mortal wound, capped at 3. Right, okay. And then Martial Exemplar, start of the fight phase. That's your shutdown fight first. Yep, okay. Primarch of the First Legion. That's a friendly Dark Angel's core or character, so he gets his own buff.
Yes, yeah.
He can reroll 1s for hits and wounds. This is exceptionally reliable for hitting and good on the wounding as well. And then Watchers in the Dark up to twice per battle. This model can attempt neither which if it were a psyker. All right, so they're not little friends that can block stuff.
No, they just deny.
Well, generally is good. And how many points is he?
320.
Well, my Swarmlord is 240.
Oh, okay.
So he's cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper.
You strike better, though. I think you've got damage for us. I better watch out here. Okay, so going to fight with him or the chaplain?
You know the blade parry?
Yes.
Is that once per fight phase or every time he's attacked?
Once per battle round. So
if I put the
chaplain to get rid of the blade parry, right? Okay, yes, they're going to work together.
So he's got 4 attacks +1 on the charge.
Plus, narratively, it would make sense that the chaplain would try and drive in between the two to protect the beloved Primarch. Oh boy.
Yeah, okay. So, 5 attacks, I believe.
Right, double stack on the Raycross dice to go for the Mega Anger intervention. Just for him.
Okay, this is Ray. Yeah, so this is Ray.
Yeah.
Ray's dice.
Okay, so it's
hitting on 2s.
This is the Raycross cross.
And you can reroll 1s because of the Primarch.
Oh, yeah, he helps the characters.
So
house
they've all
effects.
hit. That would have been a nice first damage roll. It is strength +2.
Strength 6.
Strength 6, yeah.
It's going to be 5s for this roll. Come on, Ray. Well, there's 3.
Reroll.
And reroll 1. Okay.
My rerolls are terrible. 3, yeah. These are 2 damage at a time.
Okay. I'll go 4.
AP minus only 1 though.
Mm-hmm. There's no Tyranid friends. There's not even any Xenos friends. Eldari, Michael German. There we go. We're running short on options here. 4 pluses. That's horrific.
Blade parry.
Yeah, Blade Parry. I'm going to command... No, I'm not going to command reroll. I'll save that for the damage 4 coming through. So I'm going to have to take that damage. Blade Parry that one. This is a good strategy, Phil, here.
2 at a time.
2 at a time. I'm going to go to my 5+ Feel No Pain, thankfully, for Catalyst, which doesn't help at all. Ouch.
Well done, Ray.
Yeah, that's good fighting, Ray. Good for you. Well done to him. That was
Well
really
done,
good
Ray.
intervention there.
Cross Ray cross.
Okay, so 9 wounds left now on this beast. Lionel Johnson needs to get 3 successes at least to stand a chance of bringing it down. And they would also need to get past
So
that.
it's either going to be 11 or 20. I think I'd go for the high.
The high damage?
Yeah. Or should I go for more damage?
I don't know.
They're 2 at a time, so you don't cut them back, do you?
No, I would be taking the full on 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage. And it's each time an attack is made with this weapon profile, make 2 hit rolls instead of 1. So +1 on the charge, it's 11.
22 attacks.
It's 22 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. AP minus 3.
Yeah, it takes me to a 4+ in 1 save. That's not a problem.
I'm going to go with volume rather than
But you'll be on 5s to win.
instead of
3s.
Boy, what do you do? Boy!
I don't know.
Reroll 1s.
There's no pressure. You know, just spent
I'm gonna
2
go with
weeks
that.
painting the model.
I'm going to go with the volume. I think the volume of shots is what we need to do.
Oh, boy.
And these are going to be Marcus Anthony.
You saved the dice.
I saved him. Marcus Anthony, okay.
Oh, no, you could go for the double stack with Michael Fry and Michael Fryer.
Oh, it's Michael Fry. Sorry,
Yes.
Michael. Yes.
So it's what? We'll put him up.
Apologies, Michael.
Take Michael Fry dice.
Don't worry, Marcus. I'm sure there'll be something for you to do in a minute.
Whenever we see double stacking, it means it's a desperate situation. This is about the most desperate situation we've seen on the channel for a long time. You've got the Primarch here that Phil's taken 2 weeks to paint. He's debuting on the debuting on the channel. He's fighting for his life. There's a chaplain's had to intervene to try and save him. And even if he does well and survives, there's 4 Carnifexes and 2 Great Beasts lined up in a queue to take the line on. Oh,
22,
boy.
yeah. These are 22 dice.
22 attacks. Now, hitting will be the easy part. It'll be 2s.
Rerolling the 1s.
Rerolling the 1s. Could get a full house hit.
This one.
Okay, so there's 21 hits. 5s to wound, rerolling 1s. There's 1 here for you as well. That's the double stack Michael Fryer.
Oh, it's not good.
Oh, there's a sigh of despair here. Do sense great injustice here with the Dark Angels. Oh no. Reroll 1s. 1. Oh,
It's just rubbish. It's coming back. Got that one.
got that, but
CP reroll.
oh, it's desperation.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's coming out. So,
How many have we got? 6?
6, yeah.
I've still got an invuln save to try and block these. Oh no.
Better than that.
And I will turn to... no, I'll stick with Michael Jamin. We'll continue on with him. 4 pluses. God, what on earth? We've blocked 5. Honestly, 2 wounds coming through. We'll try and then feel no pain these. I'm going to use my CP now to block that, because now that we know that attacks have been done. If we don't block it, we'll take the 5+, which we don't. So we will take 2 more wounds. Dropping
at a time, those.
Yeah, dropping down to 7 wounds left. This thing's still half alive.
Apologies, everyone on the channel who tuned in to see something good. Apologies.
But we can't. The thing is, though, you can't have. We're not doing a Games Workshop rigged game where the line just has to. Yeah. I don't know. Games Workshop are quite good recently. They're not doing that so much. But you know, where you tune in the lines fighting and he wins everything, or whoever the new model is to encourage people to buy the models. We just play the games as they come here. And in this particular situation, the Tyranids have smashed a flank here and have isolated at the Lion. Just one dedicated Ray Cross chaplain, the hero that he is, had the option to run, but instead fights by the Lion's side. If the Lion survives this day, he will forever remember Chaplain Ray Cross.
He will.
Yeah, he'll be promoted to Master of Sanctity.
We need to do a what if, I think, don't we?
What if what? What are you?
If I'd done the other way, if I'd gone the other way.
Oh right, yeah. Go on then. Go ahead. Yeah. So it's going to be 11 attacks, right? 2s. Reroll the 1s.
All of them.
Oh, hit.
Wounded on 3.
Well, then you got 3s rerolling 1s. Oh, Phil.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Oh no. Oh man.
Every single one.
So what is that? 11.
11.
I'm leaving the camera on and we're capturing some of Phil's despair here on this one. So 4 pluses to block. It was a good roll. I said I would have command rerolled, right? Remember? Blocks that. You would have caused 4 would have got through, which would have been 16 damage.
Yeah.
And then I'll try and feel no pain, those 16. On 5 pluses. I had 9 wounds left, didn't I?
7 wounds left.
7. No, 9 before you removed the 2.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
That's a crazy feel no pain roll. That's insane. You would have caused 7. So I still would have survived with 2 wounds left.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't. That's not so bad then.
Swarmlords are tough enough to bring down. They are a tough character.
Oh, boy. Still didn't matter.
Right, so we will fight back. Right, I'm going to go after the chaplain. I think he would work he'd work his way up. He'd kill the apprentice and then go after the master, I think is what we're going to do. 9 attacks with this thing. Now, it is in a bracket, which means our weapon skill drops to 3+. I want to do a good job on this chaplain. Both of these models are boasting in 1 saves of 4+. I want to kill the chaplain if we can. So, Vagabond taking on Ray Cross here. We'll go for 3s for hits then. Still keep 9 attacks though. No kind of rerolls available. I think we're on 3s to wound this chaplain. We're fighting at strength 9.
Toughness 5, yeah.
Hive Fleet Behemoth. On the charge. +1. No, we are strength 10. So we're looking at 2s to wound. And that's resulted in all the wounds coming through. Ray Cross is going to try and survive here. We're looking at AP -4, so straight to the invuln.
4+. Yeah.
Damage of 3. Marcus Anthony.
Marcus Anthony, yeah.
Right, one dice at a time. Marcus Anthony to the rescue here for Ray Cross. First one.
Oh, no,
failed.
Okay.
Second one.
Okay,
passed.
that's all right.
Come on, for the Emperor. Yeah, no.
Oh.
Keep going for the roll. Keep rolling the
We'll
others.
see. We'll see.
Need another 4+.
No,
Oh,
can't do it.
No.
Can't do that.
No.
Never mind.
Okay, 12
Nice
damage
try.
taken.
Sorry, Ray. Nice try. Thanks.
Well done, Ray.
He did more damage than the Lion. I think.
And that would even make the Eldar cry that him staying and not fleeing has resulted in the demise of the Ray Cross chaplain. That is heroism, self-sacrifice, and I was going to say for the greater good, but not that's for the town. But no, selling his life dearly here in the defence of the Lion. It's well and truly the situation now. The Lion is isolated. 1 lion against 7 hyenas over across that side of the board. Nasty stuff here. Tyranids vicious in their pursuit of their prey.
Okay.
So that marks the end of close combat. The Lion survived, but all around him have fallen. He is well and truly on his own. That is the way to go for a Primarch here, but it's not looking particularly good for him. We'll calculate points. Tyranids well and truly on the rampage here on the board. They're doing particularly well. All right, so points coming through. It is like a flood here for the Tyranids. 12 points picked up for primaries. 3 points because we scanned over here this time. Assassinate. Floodgates opened here with Ezekiel being brought down, the champion being brought down, the Talonmaster being brought down, and the chaplain. 12 points in total for that one. No prisoners with the destruction of the Terminators and the Outriders. Is 2 points coming through so far in total. And then behind enemy lines has been picked up here by the Swarmlord and the Carnifex for 4 points coming through. It's 36 points to 1. Phil's going to fight on. There's a couple little things. We're talking about the situation here. These Terminators are here, right? But they could quite easily make their move and try and go on a daring rescue mission to save the line. I think we've got ourselves a nice bit of narrative building up here. And it brings despair, but it also, we can add in desperation and courage and resilience. And now, what's he doing now?
I've got my death.
Oh, he's going to bring in the knights as well. Okay, we've got a rescue mission building up here. We'll press on to turn 2 for the Dark Angels. Phil's going to fight on with Grim Resolve. Turn 2 for the Dark Angels coming up next. I'm actually looking forward to this. If this goes according to plan, we've got ourselves a brilliant fight taking place across the other side. The strategy of the central position could be unravelled if Phil's able to march to the sound of the Carnifexes. All right, so turn 2 here for the Dark Angels. They've launched a response here to the Tyranids. There's some possibilities lining themselves up here. So 4 points picked up for primaries. Phil held on to this one. A scan started by these. Bikers have manoeuvred across like this because there's a chance at getting some multi-melter and melter and plasma shots into him. Phil's going for the hinge of this Tyranid army. It's an annoying character that's dished out a lot of decent psychic powers. Phil's intent is to try and take it out, and then go into here and try and form some kind of roadblock across here. Terminators have swung. They have gone to their left. They're going to try and come to the aid of the line to try and help him. 5 or 6 inch charge we've got lined up here. Firepower available from these as well. I think it's going to go into the Carnifexes as well. We're in Assault Doctrine. Sorry, Tactical Doctrine, so you're going to get a bit of AP minus on the Dakar coming through. And then the Deathwing Knights have turned up just in the nick of time. If they can get their charge to go ahead, there might be a bit of counterpunch, close combat going on against these Carnifexes. I'll not say it yet, but if things go really according to plan and go really, really well, there is a possibility of salvage taking place in this game. But it all depends on a good number of things, such as that charge going ahead and this charge going ahead. Multi-melter attacks being useful enough and effective enough, then we could be seeing a bit of a turnaround here. The situation of almost no hope could be salvaged here, so seatbelts on, brace yourself. Phil's going to do his best. We've burnt through most of the Patreons. There's a couple of dice left to assist, but all is not lost. So long as the lion roars, there is hope for the Space Marines on this board, although his roaring perhaps drowned out by the screeching, blood-curdling sounds of a herd of stampeding Carnifexes across the board. Dear, oh dear. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Yeah, sorry, no Psychic Phase. Ezekiel's gone. So we're going to Shooting Phase next.
It's got 2, one or both of the profiles. It doesn't come down, so I can shoot twice. I've got a bolt and a plasma.
Okay. Yeah, it's typical Dark Angel style. So this is the pistols here.
That's the pistol. This is the bolt pistol. Hitting on 2s, obviously.
From the line.
This is strength 4.
Yes, you can shoot because it's a pistol weapon, yeah.
Strength 4.
Nope. 5, yeah. 1 wing comes through.
AP -1, damage 2.
Okay, AP -1, damage 2. So we'll take a 3 up. We've failed. Oh, no.
You've still got the plasma shots coming.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take it. Yeah, I will take it. I'll drop to 5. Oh, man. Didn't see that coming. We'll go for 5 plus feel no pain, though. Let's try and resist. Which we do not. 5 wounds left.
The plasma shot, 1 shot. Hitting. This is strength 8.
3 to... force to end.
This is AP -4.
4 plus vulnerable save. Come on. No.
2 damage.
I'll have to take it. Feel no pain. No. 4 wounds.
You've done more damage shooting than you did with these big
close combat. Just 3 wounds left. Swarmlord in serious trouble now.
Crazy.
Terminators. They're unleashing everything they have into that Carnifex across there. That's the Chris Comiskey Carnifex that Phil's going after. This is Stormbolters. Maybe 5s to wound.
No kind of rerolls.
Yeah. 5s to wound. Bit of AP -1 going on here. It'd be a dream world to bring this Carnifex down with the firepower. Yeah, there's some. There's about 6 there.
Yeah, happy with that.
3 ups. Whoa, look at that. 3 wounds taken. Dropping down to 6 wounds left on that Carnifex. Across there, okay. We've got an assault cannon.
Assault cannon, yeah, 6 shots.
Yep. You're 4s?
No, they're on 3s.
-1 to move, heavy.
Assault cannon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, heavy 6, sorry, yeah. Yeah, so it's an assault weapon.
4s. Because of movement. And then we're looking at 5 to wound again. Nothing. Okay, and it's down to the crack shots from the Typhoon missile launcher. So 2 shots here, needing snake eyes. Yeah.
Oh, well, it was only...
Okay, so failed. Bikers. All Dakka's going to go into here. Even if I take away the front 5, it's still a short charge. But the sneaky manoeuvre here, melter gun, plasma, and multi-melter going into the neurophobes. A chance of trying to bring that thing down. Multi-melter first.
Yeah.
So two shots in 3s to the multi-melter.
Yeah.
4 and 6, nice.
Strength 8.
3s to wound. There's a 2 there. Just, I'm pretty sure it's not toughness 5. It is toughness 5. So I mean it's toughness 5. Yeah, it is. So there's only 1 gone through. There's an invuln save of 3+ as well, so it's likely I'm going to block this one. If you do get through, it's going to be D6 plus 2 damage. CP reroll.
That's
3+.
Bike, isn't it? I've still got plasma. No, I'm going to CP reroll this one.
It's worth it. It's the most potent shot, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Here it comes, 3+.
Yes.
All right, 2 go through. Oh, bit of a fist pump from Phil. He's starting to feel the energy here. Looking for 3s to block. No, and that one. Right, so now I'm in a pickle. I can command reroll to try and...
The damage characteristic is D6 plus 2.
Yeah. It's short range. Yeah. This is the danger of this thing. I think he's probably going to die. Probably. So I'll try and block across here, 3+. Hull facing 4, so we have blocked that one at least. I've used my CPU roll, I've got no command points left. So next up is a melter gun shot. See if this one can get through. 3+ on single dice. Yeah, that's hull facing. That's okay. That's 3, and then we're playing now at 3+ to wound.
Yep.
Yes, 3+ invulnerable save. God, I can't stop it. And you're in close range with that one as well, so you will get D6 plus 2. Huge roll. Oh, 6, 8 gone.
Good roll.
He's done it. Well done.
Who was it? The bike. This chap.
Biker Squad. BPP Wargaming. Him. Yeah, heroic stuff. Multi-melter. Found a chink in the psychic armor here. And target destroy. Well done. Ooh, no more psychic stuff from him.
Decker into those. They've all got pistols as well.
Right, here we go. Hitting on 3s. It's rapid fire too. So 4 shots all short range. Looking at 3s to win.
No, not good. Oh dear.
Okay.
4.
6s. None. 4 dead. We said about taking the front rank because that's what we'll do. We'll take him. He's still got about 4-inch charge, so it just depletes the numbers, but allows Phil to reduce or keep the charge at a decent rate. That's +1 to hit rolls. Yeah, that stays on them. Okay. Anybody else? Attack Bite incorporated his.
That's right. He's a multi-melter. That's correct. So that's all done. So that's all the shooting, I think. He shot. He did very well. We've got charges.
Okay. Optimism started to sweep in here,
Yeah,
but we'll hold our horses and see what kind of charge rolls are made here.
The CP reroll. It'll be on that one.
Right. Roll up. Here we go.
Oh. Blood Angels Ryan.
Do it. Yes, absolutely 100% use that dice to make this charge go ahead.
7. 8.
Yeah, in they go. Terminators, I've launched a full-on rescue mission here to try and save the line. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Look at that. You couldn't have predicted that happening. There's the line fighting away. 10 Terminators have plunged in to try and save him. They had to make that charge. They had to. Right, next one. These across here, just nice and straightforward into the gaunts. I've got no CP, I can't overwatch, so 4 would be good. 7, in they go. Just plunge them straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Okay. All right, so that charge goes ahead across there nicely. Phil's managed to swing around here and actually capture the central objective as well. Just more bonuses flooding in. So I can't interrupt place. Whatever combats you have, you're going to get to fight first, which is good news. Right, Deathwing Knights.
There's one dice there. Look, it's Longbow BB, but he's Eldar as well. Blood Angels.
He's World Eaters.
He's everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. Can I
Trust him?
Can I trust him? What should I do? Blood Angels. We don't like Blood Angels really. I'm going to go without it. Sorry, Longbow.
Is that what you don't like? Blood Angels? That's your own thing, or the Dark Angels don't?
No, they don't, do they? Oh. Do they? Well, they Angels of Death. Perhaps they do. No, they don't like wolves. It's. The tension.
Just push your chapter preferences to the side here. We've got bigger things to worry about.
Longbow BB, because he was actually one of my guys. Actually, I think he's probably died.
Go on,
yeah. Okay. Longbow. This is a 9-inch charge.
7.
Here we go. There's the CP.
Right. Command point being spent. Sticking with Longbow BB. Try and get those Terminators in to make that charge. What is that? That's 1 and a... No, that's a 6.
10.
That's a 10. That's enough. You've done
10,
it. Okay,
really?
that charge goes ahead.
10 inches.
That was declared against both these Carnifexes across here. So Phil will spread out and try and take on 2 of them here. Ultimate rescue mission taking place. In they go. And I can't interrupt play, so it feels free to make these attacks without hindrance here. Right, Knights going in. Well. What a situation we have. We'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what's going on. Terminators made their charge. Okay. There's the line fighting away. He's not so isolated now. And then Phil's just pushing in the Knights. Right, so Patreon's all used up here. It's down to just plain dice rolling. We're going to go for Terminators. They've made a piling move as they try and attempt this rescue mission. This Swarmlord has been reduced to 3 wounds left. A lot of work has been done. There's 12 Thunderhammer attacks to go first here. So looking for 4s and re-rolling 1s because of the lion. There's no 1s, but there's a good lot of hits coming through. That's not bad at all. 4s to wound because we're toughness 8. It's an important roll. Tons of 4s. All of them.
Come to their rescue.
They're not. So how many is that? I cannot survive this. 8. Cannot survive. Cannot survive. 1 at a time. There's your blade parry. There's another. Nice. We're going to block. Hang on. We're blocking. No. No, we're gone. We're going to go. Oh, we're going to go.
Feel no pain?
Yeah, I got feel no pain. We'll blade parry 1. Then we've taken 12 damage. So we need
3 wounds.
We need the dice roll of the century. There's I'm gonna have to reroll one of these dice. 6 is not enough. Forget it, he's dead. That's the end of the Swarmlord. He has been destroyed. He has gone.
But he does the
What's that?
Death throws. Surely he does death throws.
Right, yeah. Ha!
Oh, this
He
could be
does.
tasty. Yeah.
What a way to finish.
Yeah.
So yeah, the death throws goes off. It's picking an enemy unit within range. Closest, they're both close here. I'm in base contact with both units. I'm going to try and get the helmet removed from the lion here, just as a parting gesture. We'll roll the D3 number of wounds. Oh, it's 2. 2 wounds taken. That's enough for a head swap here. So helmet comes off, slashed away by one of the bone sabers, and then the bare head exposed here of the lion. And 2 wounds.
Now this is what went wrong. He couldn't see what he was doing.
2 wounds taken. He drops to 7. He's been marked here by the Swarmlord, but the lion has been, for now at least, saved. So I'm going to take away all this stuff. It's Vagabond slain. That was a sneaky charge. That was turn 2. He went in and took on the lion. Scary moment with him. 2 wounds taken. Right. So now we've got a consolidation move made with to make with the Terminators. And I think there's a chance here to try and lap around the lion to go for a full-on protection. So that's Peter Grant's squad to the rescue. We'll zoom in from this angle so you can see they have completely surrounded the lion. And they apologise for even letting the enemy near him. But the ring of fire, the ring of protection, has successfully been created around the lion. Good work. We'll show you from the other side. There's still 2 Screamer Killers lined up here, but Terminators have closed the gap. The lion is protected. Well done. So the lion's not going to move. He's now completely surrounded and protected. Peter Grant coming to the rescue here for Michael Fryer. So really, we'll shift on to this combat across here. Phil can go after these Screamer Killers. Another attempt to try and cut off this attack here over on this flank. Yeah, so allocating attacks out here. Again, I'm just going to zoom in so you can see what's going on. So the 4 of them to the left are going to fight against this Carnifex, and the lone one across there is going to go into The intent's to try and destroy at least one of these Carnifexes if possible. So the lone mace man by himself.
They have 2 attacks, so it'll be 3 attacks.
Okay.
Hitting on 2.
Okay, 2s. They hit well.
Like that, yeah.
And you may have stretched, you don't need it at the moment, but you may have stretched, you've got yourself, rerolls of 1 for hitting and wounding. So we're looking at your strength, please.
It is strength times 2, strength 8.
Okay, well 3s to wound then. And reroll that 1 for the lion.
Yep.
And -2.
AP -2.
Blocked 2, we take...
It's 3 damage.
3 damage drops to 2 damage. Okay, so we'll drop down to 7 wounds on the Carnifex of the Crushing Claws. So the other mace is across there, 9 attacks in total, going after the other Carnifex. 2s, rerolling 1s, vitally for the lion. That helps turn that into a full house. And then we're looking for 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Reroll hits and wounds of 1 is exceptionally helpful, because there's another couple of 1s which can be re-rolled. And it's turned that into a wound. Looks like we've got 7 saves to try and make it. And I need 4 pluses. Oh, we'd roll okay. Can't complain, but we will take 6 damage. Oh, dropping down to 3 wounds left on that Carnifex. So Phil can mark that up with a 3. Just a few wounds left to go. So next is the flail.
4 attacks.
Okay. Rerolling 1s.
All of them. This flail is strength 8. Sorry, strength 6.
5s to wound.
And it's taking -3.
Got yourself 2. That's really good.
Yeah, making -3.
5 ups. Block 1. Another.
These are 2 damage a time.
So 1 wound taken, dropping down to 2 wounds left. So I think it's the -1 damage has killed us, not killed, it's kept those Carnifexes on the board. Both of them will fight, so they are dangerous enough. They're damage 3 each time. So we'll press on. There's another charging unit across here.
Okay.
Bikers with their attacks coming up next. Looking for 3s. No kind of buffs going on here, but an excellent roll anyway.
Wow.
3s to win. I'll not get the wipe out here, but some wounds will certainly come through. And this 5. We'll try and block some. We block well. Just 2 casualties taken. So 1 and 2. So Gaunts will survive that. Not too bad. 6 casualties for them in total. We'll attack next with the Screamer Killer, Lucas Brown.
Into the 3 that.
Yeah, into the
3. Yeah.
So looking for 3s. Looking for 2s. No, we're not. We're looking for 3s this time. Because we're not strong enough here. We're strength 7. 6 saves. -3. So it's down to your 4+ invulnerable saves. A bad roll will delete these, so roll carefully. And 3 do make it through. They're 3 damage at a time. You've got a command reroll option if you want to try and keep them alive or keep 1 extra model alive. 3 over half the squad's going to be destroyed here. Trying to keep 1 alive.
Yeah, I'll try and keep 1 alive.
Go ahead, 4+. No, 3 slain. Ouch. Right, we'll fight with the Crushing Claw Carnifex next. Just 4 attacks for this one. It was charged. Looking for 3s. They've all hit. This will be 2s to wound. These Crushing Claws are nasty. They're all wounded. These will kill as well. And it's 4+ invulnerable saves required. Carnifex is chomping through. And they have got through here with these 2. That's D3 plus 3 damage each time. That is the wipeout here against the Deathwing Knights. Ouch, Carnifex is nasty stuff from them.
Normally, it would be 4+. But I think you've got some 5s anyway, so it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, Carnifexes are tough enough here, so they've wiped out that target. So this is the last defense of the line. After they're gone, there's no more help coming. So this is the stand across it. It looks epic, though. I mean, look at it now, surrounded by the 10 Terminators. Almost gives, it's almost a parallel to, dare I say it, Abaddon and his 10 Terminators that we have on the channel.
If only it was that good.
Yeah, they are. They're known for their resilience here. Okay, so We'll calculate points at this stage. Been a lot of wipeouts this turn. Number of models on the board has been drastically reduced, but we'll calculate points at this stage. Alright, so points coming through. Resolve this combat across here. A bizarre roll. 10 hits came through. They rolled 8 wounds on 5s of these, and then failed 4 saves. So a biker gone, and a wound put onto the attack bike. A strange result there. So a bit of revenge there from the Gaunts. Points coming through. Phil's picked up 2 more points to bring it down because he killed the Swarmlord. Stubborn Defiance brought in 2. That's the holding on to this objective across here. The Scan brought in 3. 4 points for primaries been picked up. Nothing for behind enemy lines. So from 1 point to 12 points. So some points have come through, but still a fair bit behind the Tyranids at this stage. 36 points to 12. Tyranids have the lead. It's very early stages in the game, really. We'll start to push into the middle stage of the battle, turn 3. Tyranids have been beaten back to a degree. Terminators have lapped and moved around the line to form a wall of defiance and defence. We'll see if their grim resolve holds. There's still plenty of Tyranid monsters in the queue for this fight. Tyranids at an advantage as well. They hold on to 1, 2, and now 3 primaries. They're going to get 12 more points coming through. So on the strategic point of view of this game, they are going to get themselves ahead. We'll see if they can just keep the momentum going, keep the destruction going, and see if they can make it through to the line. He's got 7 wounds remaining, has taken some damage, but is now protected by 10 bodyguard Terminators. We're going to turn 3 for the Tyranids next. Okay, turn 3 for the Tyranids. Incensed that their Swarmlord was brought down, Tyranids have gone on the rampage here. So 3 Carnifexes line themselves up. The damage one across here, I managed to restore a wound for a CP. Just rolled a 1 again. So the 3 of those lined up just there. Phil's on 1 CP, so there's no interrupt here. We're going to be free to fight first of all the charges going in. Artillery's followed on behind as well, claiming the objective. Tyrannifex will sit where it is on the objective across there. We've swung out one of the Screamer Killers across here. To get to there is a 9-inch charge. It's rerollable, so there's a chance we might be able to make it in. Gaunts have moved across to lend some firepower support in this direction. We have restored models onto this squad, all of them, it's back up to 20. Pulled them out of close combat, swung around and grabbed this objective, and then in the gap, Big Mama's pulled across. Her claws, crushing claws, are dangerous enough in close combat. The idea is that she goes in against the bikes. So Tyranids with enough hitting power, we reckon, still to cause plenty of trouble. 12 points picked up for primaries as well. Tactically looking strong for them. Psychic phase, not too much, but we'll go on to psychic phase a little bit left. For them, just some psychic ability across here. Alright, only psychic powers smite. We caused 3 mortal wounds, so the biker gone. The attack bike, because it was on a wound already and it's absorbed 3 more, so it's destroyed. We're going to shooting phase next. Okay, so we're going to go for extra crime and firepower. Just going to offload a full volley at very close range into the Terminators. We'll max out because it's a 10-man squad, D3, so it becomes 3 plus 6. Looking for 3s. Got no stratagems for any kind of help here. Those have missed. 2s to wound. And 4 wounds come through. So there are storm shields in this squad. There's a few, but it will mean the loss of the Thunderhammers. So depends how Phil wants to play this. Increase the chances of survivability, or lower that chance but preserve Thunderhammers, which will be good for smacking back against Carnifexes. It's a tough one because there's 3 Carnifexes stacked up for the charge as well. Oh, and they're trying to get through to the line. These Terminators again will sell their lives dearly.
If you get through to the line can fight first anyway.
Okay.
So might take one of these out. Well, there's 2 damage, so we'll take it on him. The Thunderhammer guy.
Thunderhammer. Okay,
yep.
Here it comes. First one.
That's okay.
Blocked. 2 6s. Blocked. Oh. Blocked. Oh, God.
Nearly blew his missile launcher off.
Leading from the front here, taking the impact of the full volley from the Exocrine at point blank range. That Terminator still lives through that experience as well. Well done, Tim. All right, next bit of firepower. Put the rupture cannon into there. We'll see if the Terminator can withstand that. We'll put the Stinger Salvo into there as well. Okay, so 3s. 2s. Yep, see if he can withstand that. So 4+ invulnerable save from that front Terminator. Oh, no, he's blocked that one. And surely not. Yes! He blocked that as well. Oh,
he hasn't
man.
even got a helmet on. I don't know how he can...
That was...
It's a naked head.
That was 12 damage he's just blocked from coming through. I was trying to hit him with Stinger Salvos now. Looking for threes. Looking for threes. And we're looking at -1.
With 3 ups.
The Storm Shield
Oh, yeah.
is
+1 to this roll.
save.
So
Yeah,
it's
just
2s again.
twos. Yeah.
How many?
3.
Oh,
He took a wound. Finally took a wound. Just as his bare head looked over the shield, thinking the coast was clear. And he takes the hit to the head there, but just 1 wound taken. He's still survived. Good shooting. I've actually got a Carnifex here which can fire 3 shots. 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 more for him to survive. He does. He blocks that one as well. That's another. That was a heavy venom cannon firepower coming through. There's those 2 over there. We'll do D6 shots, which minimum 3. Yeah, 5 shots. This is the scream shots coming through. 2s to wound. There's 2 more saves required from him. Going to the Invon, 4+.
No.
It's bioplasmic scream being used here. 1 more save to make.
Yes.
He's blocked. Okay, so he takes another wound, but he still survives. And the last one here, number of shots is 3. 2 hits. 2 wounds. There's 2 more saves of 4+ for him. He still survives. And he dies just about. 1 Terminator absorbing all that firepower. So he'll go. There's a bit of a gap. We'll see if we can make it through the ranks there, because Phil tanked it on the front model. But he's saying he's not too worried because the line can fight first anyway if he is charged by one of those kind of effects. Just 1 could fit through that gap. And then we'll do Bioplasmic Scream into... I'll go into them. Yeah. Number of shots. Just the 1. We do hit. We do wound. And 1 save of 4+. This might be -4.
Ooh.
Wound taken. It's enough to kill 1. Let him go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 1 model clings onto the objective. 20 gaunts. They've been given +1 to the hit rolls, so they're looking at 3s. It comes from the Tervigon, which actually not only restores them, but blesses them with firepower. We're looking at 3s to wound because we're strength 5. Wow. 12 wounds. -1, +1 for the shield. So we're looking at 3 ups on 12 dice.
6.
2 wounds so far. And another 6. These all need to be passed, otherwise it's objective clear. Just about makes it through. So that's model slain, objective cleared. Okay, leave that on next. That's the scan that's been done. That remains. Okay, firepower. Stinger salvo into them. 3s. 4s. 4. -1. 4 4-ups. Oh, triple miss. No, so wounds coming through. Leave the sergeant.
Yeah.
Or keep the melter gun. It's model slain the wound on another.
I don't think it makes a difference. They're not going to live. So just take 1 out.
Melter gun off?
Yeah, take 1 off.
Okay, put a wound on the sergeant. Okay, I think that's firepower done across the board here. It's been effective enough from the Tyranids, but we haven't cracked open those Terminators. There's still 9 of them remaining. We're on to charges next. No, charges done. Tervigon's gone in. So too is the Screamer Killer without a target across here. And all 3 Carnifex is going in the middle one. The Chris Comiskey Carnifex has found its way into the Lion here. So I had to go in really. If I don't charge, the Lion will heroically intervene back out anyway. So I'm sort of in a bit of a fix with that gap being opened at the front. This actually really is to your advantage because the Lion's going to get to fight here and most likely take out one of those Carnifexes. Now. He'll fight now.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the Chris Comiskey Carnifex has 2 wounds left. Now we're going to go for the high power one this time.
Go high power this time. We think we learned our lesson. Well, maybe we did. Maybe we didn't.
11 attacks.
So it's 11 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s.
2s.
Re-rolling all those ones. Look at all those ones. Changing those for 5 of these. Oh, that's more like it.
Okay.
All
3s to win.
Yeah. Strength. 10.
Yeah, 3s to wound.
I've got Xenos dice. Wait, what? What?
They turn up everywhere. The only ones to wound.
Look at all those ones.
He's great at combat, Phil. He's amazing. Are you rerolling the ones? You rerolling them?
Yeah, rerolling them. I'm changing the dice.
Oh, he's changed the dice over. Oh dear. All right.
Win on 3s, was it?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. 3, 4, 8, 9. 9 of them. These are 4 damage a time.
Yeah, minus
-5.
Take him off. Death throws. No. That's the end of the Comiskey Carnifex. Cleanly put out of its misery. That's one Carnifex down. It's looking a solid combination across it. The line's brilliant in close combat. There's no way you could complain about that. He's really good. Hits exceptionally well. Wounds really good. The damage output is especially good from him. Okay. So he just needs a bit of protection, though, doesn't he? You can't do look like I do. The Swarmlord, just throw him right up the front. He needs a bodyguard here. I think these Terminators are really going to try and look after him from now on. So we'll go on to the charging Carnifexes. I think we'll go with the Screamer Killer first. If this can break the Terminators, it has plenty of attacks. But no stratagems to help me out. Looking for 3s. This is a big roll for the Tyranids here. That's a good roll. We're on 2s to wound. This will put pressure on them. Yep, 7 saves. That's not too bad at all. 4+ invulnerable saves on the hammers, or do you want to go 5+ and lose the regular Terminators here?
Little sort guys,
they can go. Yeah. So if he wants to keep the hammers alive, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So he's going to go on regular Terminators, 5+ to block. 2 will block. 5 will die. It is a nasty hit here from the Screamer Killers. This combat is going to go right to the wire. So Phil will strip these down. Have you paid the point? Has he actually got a chain fist? That
guy? Yeah.
He does. Oh, right.
Well, there's not paying more points. It's free, isn't it? It's all free.
I've got it. Yeah. He'll go, and he'll go.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm left with
4 left.
4 left. Yeah. And there's power sword on the sergeant.
Yeah. No, they're all potent enough. Yeah. All right, we'll strike with the next Carnifex. No, I'm going to tap into the line. He'll go first. No, I'm starting to back off from him now. Not as bold. It's your turn next. You'll go after me anyway. I'll tap into him to pin him. No, I'll stay where I am. Foolish. No, hold. Next Carnifex. 5 attacks on the charge. To go after the Terminators again. Looking for 3s. Oh, looking for 2s. Right, 2 go through. So, Sergeant to absorb?
Yeah, Sergeant.
1 invuln save of 5+. No, and then hold. So now think about it. You've got 2 4+ invulnerable saves on shields, or a 5+ invulnerable save on the chain fist.
If I lose a chain fist, I've got 2 thunder hammers.
Correct.
Chain fist.
But blocked. Well done. All right, so Sergeant.
Just Sergeant.
Okay, this is Peter Grant's squad here, desperately clinging on. More Terminators across it. This is a Terminator graveyard across it. There's a lot of them been chopped up from that squad, and the other squad wiped out. There's an Apothecary dead there as well. There's a Champion brought down. So this really has been a killing zone here for sure. So now...
We fight back.
Fight back, yes. Show you the combat going on. This is the situation. 3 Terminators fighting away. 2 Carnifexes left. They've both taken wounds. The Lucas Brown is on 3 wounds left. This one here, 7 on that one. So I think Phil's going to go for Thunderhammers from him.
Yeah.
And the rest into that one.
Yeah.
This could clear the way. You've still got 3 Terminators, which is a bodyguard. It will still protect the character.
This Thunderhammer into this one.
Yeah.
3 attacks. It's normally 2, isn't it? So I've got 3 attacks because I was charged. Was I charged?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, hitting on 4s because of the -1 to hit. 2s, can't reroll them. No, I'm going to say that. Yep.
3s to wind.
Yes, wounded.
-2. 4 up.
Yes, -2.
And we block it. Oh, Carnifex survives. And across the other side, 3 attacks with the other one. All hits, nice. 3s to wound. All wounded, really good. 4 ups. We do block 2 though. We will take 2 damage in total, dropping down to 5. Looks like we've got a bit of Carnifex survival. And chain fist, yep.
Strength, okay, so yeah, these are hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s. Thank you, Lion. Well, we've got 2 in.
Okay. Chain fist strength.
Chain fist strength times 2. Strength 8.
3 to wound. 1. Damage.
I'm going to reroll it because its damage is D3. I'm going to reroll it. Let's put the CP. Yes.
Minus.
Chain fist. Minus 4.
Whoa, 6s. Yeah, we do block 1. D3 wounds. 2. Minus 1. Just the 1. Dropping down to 5. 4 wounds left in total. Yeah. Add on that Carnifex. God, they both survive. Okay. Okay. Right, next. I should have done charges across here. Yeah. We'll do the scrim. It's just a bit of a formality here with this one. Scream killers on 11 attacks, 3s. 3s now. 3 saves of 6 up.
No.
The biker destroyed. So target destroyed. Was shifted across this direction, not close enough to capture the objective, but heading off that way. That's this area of the ball clear. So we've got a situation now. There's 3 Terminators in the line remaining. Very, very fitting. Very thematic. Well, I think we will. We must continue this game.
Yeah, let's do this battle here.
Okay, Phil wants the line.
This bit here.
Even if the line's on his own on the board, Phil will carry on for sure. Okay, so we'll calculate points at this stage. Sadly, there's a bit of morale to resolve for these Terminators.
In a circle, they automatically pass and they can't fall back.
Do they really?
That's all that's left of inner circle is that.
Right. Okay. That's in this particular situation is very useful indeed. All right, points coming through for the Tyranids. 12 points of primaries, no scan this turn. Assassinator on 12 points now. No prisoners, about 9. And then behind enemy lines, 3 more for one of the Carnifexes in Phil's deployment zone. 58 points to 12. Tyranids have victory here. We'd usually quit at this point, but not this time around. The line still roars. We must press on with him. Moves has already been done. I swing around here to try and take on that Carnifex. If Phil can take out that one, then the Terminators can take out that one. Is the plan. So we'll just go on to, well, you've done your shooting, so it's charges.
Yeah, it didn't. I shot here, but no wounds.
Go ahead, the Michael Fry line, send him in. 7, sorry. In he goes. We'll place him there, that's fine. Oh, that looks pretty pretty epic. Go ahead, and you can do your attacks into that Carnifex.
11. Rerolling.
Rerolling ones.
All of them.
Okay.
Loads of 2s.
I'd run the line. If I had Dark Angels, I'd have the line because he is a beast.
He's the best thing we've got now.
He needs I'd definitely give him decent bodyguard. I'd even do how many of those the shrouded Terminators can you take? Can you take 10?
Yeah, you can have 10. Yeah.
I'd take those because they fit really well. The shield shape and the cloaks and stuff. I'd run 10 of those, stick them with him, deep strike them in, and then just go on the rampage.
These are strength 10.
Strength 10, 3s to wound.
And these are AP minus 5.
Well, then I'm dead.
That's
I
4
tell you,
damage
he cuts through stuff. That's insane. That's
4 damage each. Yeah, that's 9 times 4.
Well, minus 1, 18. Yeah. No, sorry.
Oh, 9 times
27.
3 then. 3 9s. 27 damage. Feel that pain?
Do I? No, I've got nothing. I'm just going to see if I blow up. No. All right, so Carnifex removed. Whoa, watch out.
He's hanging on tight.
You can put him down that gap.
Yeah,
now.
you go down. Okay, he's down.
And down. He's actually going to go onto that objective and contest. Nice job. And that wound can go. And it's Andreas Stur Carnifex removed from play. It's going to pick up a victory point as well. Okay, so the Terminators, hold because they didn't charge, right?
They were in combat with him,
and that one. So in fact, I'm going to get to fight first with that Screamer Killer because we pick. Yes, we pick the opponent, 10 attacks. This could strip
This is on this guy.
these away, yeah, and it could leave the line on his own if we can get our hits in. 2's to wound. No, 3's to wound now, but they'll wound anyway. 5 saves. How are you going to do this?
On the Thunderhammer.
On the shields, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One at a time. Blocked. Blocked.
Not
One's got through.
Oh, that's a
2 have got through. Held with the chain fist man. He's the last one left. Peter Grant here. A lone bodyguard Terminator remains with the chain fists. Boy, oh boy. So 2 models left on the board. No, sorry, 3. The little watcher in the dark. Is that what he's called?
Watcher in the dark. He stays there until they're all gone.
Okay, so he remains. So 3 remain. Okay, so I'm not going to consolidate into combat with either of those. I've pushed forwards a little bit, but just going to sit where we are. 1 Screamer Killer remains on 3 wounds left. That's Lucas Brown. And then it's Michael Fryer on the line, Peter Grant on the lone Terminator. So that was quick. Turn comes to an end. We'll calculate points here for the Dark Angels, if any, coming through.
Bring it down.
Bring it down, yeah, there will be some. All right, so turn comes to an end. We'll go on to the 4th turn of the game for the Tyranids. The line is on the rampage here. Whatever he touches, he's got a high chance he's going to kill. So the Tyranids are going to have another go at him. We can see through to him. I think we're trying to strip the Terminator away and then go after the line. Either bring him down with shooting. Combat, we're starting to run out of options. We've got 2 Screamer Killers left. One's over here. One's over there, seriously wounded. So you may not have too many chances now of going after the line. It could be firepower that's needed to bring him down. Both sides taking casualties here. We're going to turn 4 for the Tyranids next. All right, 12 points picked up for primaries. We've advanced and claimed this one. Sat there and scanned the middle. I'm going to sit there safe with the Tervigon. Backing off with the Tyranifex. And then it's 3-on-3 here. So Carnifex has joined in. 11-inch move. This one's ready, poised and ready to go. And then backing off with the Axe-Crine to deliver a point-blank volley. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next, which is a Feel No Pain. I just rolled it off camera there and it's gone off. So that's Catalyst on here. And that will do. So we'll go on to Shooting Phase next. We'll try and use Firepower here to bring down the last of these models. There's a chance to end this with Firepower alone. So we'll do this. We'll fire into the Terminator. 4 shots. This is with the Bioplasmic Scream. Need 4s. 2s. Yeah, 2 saves. 5+. 2 wounds taken. We'll Bioplasmic Scream onto him again. Number of shots. 4. 4s. 2s. 3 more saves of 5+. I think Terminator's going to go. He's gone, and then so too will the Watcher in the Dark. So we are down to just the line remaining. Very fitting, Phil, to have just the line as the last survivor at the end. Everyone else going, and the line stands defiant. That clears those away. That's the end of Peter Grant. He's gone. The line's got 5 wounds left.
7 left.
7. He starts on 9. Sorry, gotcha. Yeah. All right, we'll see if he can tank a Rupture Cannon.
Let's see.
We get 2 hits. His toughness is
6.
Whoa, 3's to wound. Come on, reroll. Just the 1. Down to a 4+ invulnerable save. Not passed. You can CP reroll it.
CP reroll.
Keep him alive.
4.
Blocked. Oh, well done. Okay, we'll throw a few Stinger salvos into him. 3s. 5s, nothing. We'll offload the Exocrine into him.
Is this like Exocrine?
Yes. Maxed. So 3 and 6. Need 3s. This could be it. 3s to wound. This could be the end. 7 saves of invulnerable 4+. No. Yes. Yes, we all want another round of combat here, but oh no, that's going to get him. That's going to get him. And gone, gone, gone. We'll end it at this point here. The Lion will fight no more. He succumbs to Tyranid Firepower. Perhaps the mark here in this game. Oh, we could see the bareheaded version. Just show everyone.
Oh, yes.
We'll show everyone on camera. So Lion's gone in his first outing. There he is. But it was tyranny firepower in the end that brought him down. Last man standing goes to the Lion. But even he succumbs to tyranny firepower here in this game. Final score, we won't give you the final score. It's going to be a large amount here for the Tyranids. We have a victory for them. They reign supreme on this board and on this occasion. All right, so that's the battle. We've been talking about units of the game. Well, Phil's given it to the Lion. He did do really well. Honourable mention to the sergeant from the Terminator squad that tanked about 50 wounds of damage.
on his bald head, yeah.
Oh dear. Really, really good for him. That was brilliant stuff to see. And indeed for that Terminator squad, that rescue mission from them, that charge, shift across there, the charge, the lap around, the protection they granted, kept the Lion going. It was epic stuff from them. So we've had a real feast for the eyes here in this game. Tyranids have had a feast as well against the Dark Angels. Units of the game for the Tyranids, yet again, this combination across here for objective control and durability is fantastic. Just keep the models pouring out. She didn't even give birth in this game. She held on to 10 gaunts in her womb as well. So well done to the Tervagon. I'm going to give it, for the sheer audacity of it, I'm going to give it to the Swarmlord and his charging in, just the early charge, just brazenly moving out straight through the middle, not trying to sneak around, but just direct approach from him. It was the beginning of the destruction of units across here, so well done to the Swarmlord. So both the epic characters getting units of the game here in this battle. Silver level patrons, that's Gilliman's Golden Boy, Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, Zachary Lee, Zachary Lyons, and Justine Haig. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. So congratulations to Phil. Well done for painting out the line. Brilliant paint job, and brilliant that we've got to see him debuting on the channel here. You have plans for the Dark Angels. We'll see what happens with 10th, and then just observe from there.
There weren't any plans for the Dark Angels before the line came out, because there's just nothing in the codex that I think is any good. Unfortunately, I don't think they're any good. There's nothing.
Phil's still in despair here.
Because they an early codex, and there's been no help for them. In fact, there's just been nerfed because some people thought they were too good. So, unfortunately, because of the competitive play scene, that means that average play takes
the hit as well.
So it seems crazy, but no. That's why I painted up the Leagues of Votan, but they've been nerfed as well because some people are trying that low. So it's not great.
So Phil's been a victim of nerfing recently here. But fresh edition on the way. Space Marine Codex is true. They've taken ups and downs. They've taken hits and knockbacks. And other factions have had new stuff, new codexes coming out since then. So Space Marines have taken a hit. But I'm sure they'll be back with a bang, as always, when a new edition comes along. So Phil's going to hold out for that. I'll be doing the same with my Space Marine. I was just watching to see what happens, watching to see some units that were good will be pushed back, no doubt. Others that have been shelved will be back again. There'll be new models, new units, and so on. So everything gets shaken up when the new edition comes along. But on this occasion, as we close out 9th edition, here the Tyranids have chomped their way through this Dark Angels force. They have wiped the table clear of the Space Marines in this game. But we saw the Lion, we heard him roar, and we got to see him go on the rampage here in this game. So it's been a privilege to see that, and great that Phil's brought his Dark Angels collection along. Who knows, we might see the old Leagues of Votan turn up at some point as well. That's the game. Keep a lookout for more content on the channel. You can support the channel by joining YouTube channel membership. You gain access to all the bonus content that we create. You can join us over on the Discord community as well. Phil will be over there on that community as well. He has his own thread where he can leave pictures and updates and so on. You can get in touch with him there as well as along with some of the other CTS.
Give me some advice on this building.
All right, it does that. Yes, you can submit lists and help.
Take it, but you can tell me.
And you might get the odd grumble there as well. So we'll see. But that's it. Great game. Thanks for watching. And tune in next time.